Bing bong.
Did you see the TikTok I sent in the group message?
Yes.
Have you seen it?
No.
It's, his name, Tony Bartolozzi or whatever. Mm-hmm. And he was like, the shit's not funny. It was a mid-tier joke. It was 4 weeks ago. Leave it in the past.
No, his name's not Tony. It's Joe.
Bartolozzi.
That dude's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Third Room Podcast. The camera is so much closer.
It is.
Even I can stare into it now.
Yes.
Count my eyelashes.
Do you ever see, during the podcast, do you ever see if you can, you look at the camera and then try to look back at the screen real quick and see if you can see yourself looking at it?
I do it all the
right
time, I'm not going to lie.
When I was little, I do that in the mirror. Try to catch myself.
You're insane.
I mean, I'm talking
Did it ever work?
This kid didn't learn about mirrors.
I'm talking 5, 6.
He's like, there's going to be a lag.
No,
If you see me wearing the same shirt every week, it's because it's the only shirt I have. My wife wears all my other ones.
Jordan will be in the mirror going.
I've worn this Southern Creek shirt. I have a red shirt on almost every week. It's not the same one, but
you have an Old Rose, one that's that color too, I think.
yeah. I have Alabama shirts that are this color, like infinity.
Does my mic need to be on this side or this side, or more, maybe just in the middle?
What do you feel more comfortable with?
I don't know.
It's all about you, big
I
dog.
feel like I'm not.
It's all about drive.
It's about power.
It's all about drive and power. Staying hungry.
So, welcome to the Third Room Podcast, episode 98. We are 2 away, ladies and gentlemen. We're coming up on 100.
Almost there.
We haven't said that in a while.
No,
we've only said it every single week since
70s, and we're talking about coming up on 100.
Because I got told to shut the fuck up, basically. Fucking hate this
To begin
segment.
with, it wasn't a
Fucking
joke.
hate
You
this
would
segment.
legitimately come in here and be like, we're almost on 100, guys.
Hey, it feels like it wasn't like a week ago, don't it? That we were doing that.
It really does.
And we were almost to 100.
Now we really are almost to 100. What the fuck are we going to do when we get to...
We've asked that question so many times, too.
Kayla, she saw the Instagram post. She goes, y'all are almost on 100 already? And I was like, yeah. It don't,
We've almost been doing this for 2 years.
Yeah.
January's 2 years.
It don't really feel like that at all. I think because we've changed scenery enough times or changed shit around enough times that it's always something new.
Something's new.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
I love it.
I love it.
Keep them on their toes.
Send it. Top 4 YouTube channels brought to you by Kent Cox.
And Southern Creek Clothing. Go to southerncreekclothing.com. Use code 3RD for 20% off your entire order.
We got it on the phone stand there.
Yeah, I like that. Even though it's upside down.
You can slap a decal on your favorite helmet.
That's
all.
They got shirts, they got koozies, they got hats, they got pullovers.
They got drive, they
stickers.
got power.
I was working into that after I got through their whole catalog. But
Bing bong.
Yeah, make sure
This motherfucker.
make sure you put in southerncreekclothing.com.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, it will bring up a entirely different website that's not them. So
Bing bong is going to be banned. Don't put it on the board. Banned words.
Banned words. God
I can't hear it anymore.
damn it.
I like how Bloom ran straight with it, too, last time.
What's that?
Christian was like, bing bong. Bloom's like, bing bong.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Can I say it one more time?
You can say it one more time.
Bing bong.
That was a good one, too. It was smooth.
Fuck your life. It's a hard
Oh,
hat
and there's a
summer.
punishment if you use banned words. That'd be funny to do.
What's the punishment? You get spanked.
Okay, I have an idea.
Get a
Okay,
Can I get a
just bring this
spanky?
up live and on the air.
Let's do it. Let's hear it.
I cannot wait. You guys are going to love this, I think. I don't know what our next punishment will be or what the challenge will be. This will even be great for your fantasy football team's punishment. You have to take, which we're all normal citizens of the country, right?
Correct.
Normal work, like people of society.
Other than the fact
Sovereign.
we're the #1 podcast in the world.
Right, the best
Sovereign
shitty pod
citizen.
right here. So, the loser of the next challenge we do has to sign up to be a substitute teacher.
it's not that hard to do either.
It's not. And
Kayla
you
signed
have
up
to
to be
get
one of
into
them.
it, and if the opportunity arises, you have to take it and do it one day. That's it.
And film it.
Oh, yeah.
Somehow.
You're going to vlog it somehow. Get your phone out, whatever you got to do.
That's Oh my
Is
god.
that
What
easy
if
to be
you-
a substitute teacher?
It's very easy.
Wow.
But see
just
see
let
now.
anybody-
But say
What
like,
if you like sub for 3rd grade and you're like, man, fuck.
Nope.
And they're
high
like, no.
school. You got think you can do
Man,
high school
fuck
only.
these kids, bro.
but see like.
No, I'm saying you say fuck in the classroom. They're like, hey.
I was about to say like Zach finished last in fantasy football, and you made him sign up to be substitute teacher. He may just leave the school in handcuffs from just
It's
dropping
got
f
to do. You
bombs.
can't do it.
I got wiped from his record, I think.
Oh, okay, we can do it then. Doesn't count. So
Caleb
yeah.
was signed up to be a substitute teacher at one point.
See, that's all you gotta do. You gotta like sign up, and then like I think you
Then
just
the
get
pandemic
put in,
hit, so
I think
she-
you get put in their little list.
Then they'll call you when they can. Yeah,
I think it's golden.
It's funny.
Yeah.
It's funny.
I think that's hilarious.
It's
like
funny.
you have to
Pretty
waste
funny.
a whole day
You got to put that on a resume. I mean, you can.
for sure. Being a teacher, I love it. So yeah, take that into consideration for your next fantasy league punishment.
Oh, that's
funny.
Probably the best I've ever heard, honestly.
Yeah, I came up with it. I was talking to my sister, and she was like, "I'm doing some substitute work for this," and I was like, "What if a punishment for the podcast was that the loser had to sign up to be like subs?" I was asking her how hard it is. She's like, "Not hard at
it
all."
It can't be because we've had some really bad substitute
I mean,
teachers.
absolutely. So, what would be better than the third podcast? Because I got her class to get. Okay, we're gonna just list this off the top. I got her class to give us some top 4 ideas. I don't think we're gonna use any of them. We may. They're not good.
They're not good.
This is the weird kids for sure. I told her. I said. So basically, what I gathered is all the normal people in your class just like fuck that idea. And all
Top
the
4
weird.
anime characters.
I mean, it's close. I mean, we have something here that this kid
Not
needs
bad.
to be.
Goku's
This
number
kid,
1.
he needs to be. He needs
Locked
to.
up.
I mean, he needs to have therapy. Top 4 list. All right. Revenge. Oh, that's kind of cool. I mean, even though you shouldn't take revenge on people. But.
But if you did.
Advice for life. That's kind of hard.
kid's
But
just
I
going
get
through
what you
something.
said. This is not one kid. This is all different.
I
people.
like that, though. I like it.
life hacks.
I can't even get my life together as of right now. I can't give anybody else advice.
This next one's not bad. Hairstyles. It's kind of cool.
Bro, I get my hair cut for $10.
I know you do, but like top 4 hairstyles, you could probably come up with something.
Bowl cut.
The
Mullet.
bottom of the list is obviously dreads. Here's where it gets weird.
Why?
Animals to have sex with.
Some child said that in
What
front of
grade, what grade
everybody
is
else.
this?
10th grade.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god.
It's not okay.
Could you not see Noah Riley writing that?
I said, Hannah, who the fuck do you teach?
Could you?
My immediate reply was,
I would have made that kid list off
okay,
their
hold
top 4
the
in the
phone.
class.
Animals to have sex with, what the hell are you teaching?
Look, could you not see like Noah Riley writing that down or something?
I
Yeah.
don't know about that. I mean, just to say that is wild.
Justin Brock or something.
Yeah.
Justin's done a lot worse than just write down
Hold on
animals
to your
have
penis
sex
so you
with.
don't explode. Marvel movies.
Hold on to your penis.
I'm gonna come.
And then the last one's apps. I think we've talked about doing
We
that.
did.
Yeah,
I think we did do that
the
one.
worst apps.
We
to
did
have on
like
your
what
phone.
top 4 apps do you use the most, I think.
And then we've
Bro, we
done
did
like the worst.
apps.
Oh, we did.
We've done both.
Pretty
I think.
positive.
I think we've done both.
So,
Why am I not-
I mean, damn. The animals to have sex with threw me off, and I couldn't even pay attention to the rest of
That's
the
a
list.
loop.
I mean, there's been people in your class jerk off, put it in a Gatorade bottle.
There
and
was
try to
one
put it-
person, not people, one person.
And that's just one kid that wrote
Not-
animals to have sex
Might
with.
I
We're
add
gonna have
the
to redact.
salutatorian.
We're going to have to redact this after I say it. Should I just pause now?
Just pause now.
Okay.
That's not going to have the same reaction.
No, not at all, but true story.
All right.
He did that.
So that was kind of wild. Had to just throw that out there.
Was he in y'all's grade or?
You're,
was like-
you're below us.
I mean, eventually, I think his age is a year under ours, but I think he would
was
have been
2
like
years.
33 grades below.
Yeah.
People, it blows some people's minds.
Unintelligent individual.
It blows some people's minds when I tell them we had an 18-year-old in 7th grade.
Yeah.
And they're like, what? I'm like, only reason they made it past 6 was because they couldn't leave him in the PE class with 6th graders.
Yeah.
And then people are like, why would 7th graders be better?
It's not that.
It's an age thing.
At one point, they started putting him in with high schoolers just because.
So top 4 YouTube channels. Kent is your idea. Let's go first. Or
My
you go
number
first.
1, it's the one I watch the most, and it's probably not on you guys' list, but it'd be Grand Thumb's YouTube channel.
Who?
He does a lot of gun reviews and stuff like
who's
that.
this?
Grand Thumb.
Oh,
Okay.
I
I just didn't understand what you said.
Yeah. Well, it's the channel name because there's a thing when you have an M1 Garand and you mash your thumb in it. That's called Grand Thumb. That's been a big thing since the World War II. But No, he does. He does a lot of really good in-depth reviews and information and stuff.
A couple of mine are like ones I used to watch a lot, but don't. Cause like I pretty much only watch like one or two now.
Yeah.
I watch a bunch of
But-
YouTube videos, so this.
Good.
Jake Paul, Jake Paul, Jake Paul.
No. My number one, Danny Duncan. Y'all watch this shit before?
I figured that was gonna be on yours
I've
too.
seen clips of his
I
stuff.
love his videos. They're fucking hilarious.
Was I shaking the camera?
No. I was thinking.
He was thinking.
Yeah, a lot of Danny Duncan stuff is funny.
His life, I want to live.
Now I'll tell you what's getting overplayed on like TikTok is people walking around with the iPhone and asking like, "Would you fuck me?"
Yeah.
Oh, that shit is annoying.
That one is overplayed, and two, it's just a prank, and it's just them fucking up some like average person.
Yeah, I don't like the people that go in Walmart and like
start breaking
throw
shit.
shit at people or throw like milk and bust it everywhere.
And you're like, ha, it's a prank. I'm like, no, somebody's got to mop that up later,
yeah.
bro.
And they're getting paid $7.25 to do it.
Actually, Walmart's be paying.
Walmart
yeah.
paid 11
right
when I went there.
now, yes, it's
Yeah,
better.
but like minimum wage people have
I'm
to
just
go.
saying,
yeah.
your average grocery store, you're making like $8
Yeah,
an
and you're
hour.
making
Exactly.
like 10 grand off that one clip. So
Would you make out with me?
I mean,
fake diamond.
or the.
No, those are pretty funny.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
Those are yeah.
But like the
He said, nah, this shit real, brother.
Well, see, like
This
that.
shit won't even go up. He like, nah, that shit fake. Your diamond test is fake.
Well, see, like that's funny because it was original and it's not like fucking up somebody's day.
Yeah.
But like this is an overplayed question. How short is too short in a guy? And they're like, what about me? I'm like, you're just trying to be horny on camera.
I
Like, that's
love-
it.
Horny on Main, baby.
I love the fake. What do you call them?
Taxi.
No.
That's a whole different platform, brother.
Different domain.
different
there, guy.
different type of content.
So what is it called? The gold digger thing. Where
Oh.
Come to find out, those are
he's like a
actually
bum and then he gets in a Lambo and they're just
Oh,
like,
yeah,
oh my
yeah.
god.
I figured I used to was like binge watching those for a while.
Yeah.
They're fake.
I mean that makes sense.
They're super fake.
It's definitely most of them.
Did you
Stage.
feel depressed after
The
watching
first
them all?
couple,
It's
I
like
was like,
finding out
yeah.
WWE's not real.
well, no. So like the first couple, I was like, oh, this is funny. But then it's like after like the fourth or fifth video, you're like, there's no way you're finding like females like this constantly.
Hey, bro.
And
SoCal's.
I know, but like,
Bitches ain't shit.
you notice they're never wearing like a t-shirt and
Yeah.
jeans.
Yeah.
They're always showing the most skin they could possibly show. And I'm like, I kind of got an idea, and then I was like,
The
yeah.
Chupapi Muñoño guy cracks me up.
Yeah.
But like you'll notice that like he'll have somebody in his video and then 10 minutes later they're
I
helping
hate
him in
I
the
hate
video.
I hate his videos now. I can't watch them
Chupapi
anymore.
Manana, that shit.
Fucking
That shit.
The pillows are funny.
The pillows are kind of funny.
It's the same thing for me as Bing Bong. Got
Oh,
old
damn.
quick.
I
You got
still
it quick.
because I see it so rare because I
Hey,
wasn't following
hey.
him. Oh
Chupapi on there.
no, he was saying you said the word. Are we putting it up there?
No, you said the word.
Oh,
I haven't
it
even said
counts. That's
Yep.
ass.
Bleep.
That's like the little kid saying. That's like the
I've
little
never
kid.
even said it on here and I had to say it.
You know what I
That's-
haven't said in a while? Phew.
Yeah.
But that's like the little kid coming
It's
home
right
and be
in
like,
the tennis.
he said.
I ain't gonna be able to say a fucking word on here now.
You're fucked.
Are you just gonna get all of his stuff?
Yeah, he's targeting me because
All right.
Okay,
I'm just-
number one, this is clearly by far, I think, in a lot of people's eyes, this might be the best YouTube channel of all time, Mr. Beast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
He
thought about
is
He's
putting
one
that
of the
on.
above
top
beyond.
ones ever. Yeah.
He's going to be the face of YouTube by the end of it.
He already is.
I mean,
I
yeah.
mean,
Kinda already
like, yeah, everybody already knows who he is, but I think he's gonna be something like he's our age,
Yeah.
and he's gonna be like something massive.
Well, he's already.
You know
got
he
a
was
shit
I
like,
ton of
understand he's
money.
the biggest there is, but he's gonna be bigger. Like,
You know he could have played at baseball or collegiate baseball.
Really?
I don't know if it was D1, but I think it was like D2.
Yeah, his
Baseball. He
like
was pretty
somebody-
nasty.
did y'all watch his Squid Game?
Yes.
watched some of it.
This shit was cool
Watch
as fuck.
it, bro. It was cool.
It was so cool.
The creator of the show
460
said he enjoyed that.
I love. Did you watch his streamer thing he did last year? It was like a game show or
I ain't
whatever.
watched much
it was
of his
cool.
stuff, to be honest.
A lot of his stuff is pretty funny, but
I love it.
it's one of those.
Yeah, like
It's just cool
45
the way he like
million
It's
just
one
gives
of
out
the-
money like that.
It's one of those I run across on Facebook and I'll watch them.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't typically seek it out too much, but
I
You know-
used to like just watch his. That was when I was watching TV. If I was at home and my Halo's at work, I would just watch Mr. Beast. 'cause
I watched.
I could just watch
I
hours.
watched an Instagram clip today. It was like an interview he was doing, and he was like, "Yeah, I had a brand. I didn't have much money, but he was like, well, he was like, if you give me $5,000, I'll give it to the first homeless person I see."
Yeah.
And then he was like, "You know what? Actually, make it $10,000." And everybody was like, "Well, won't you keep at least 1,000 off?" He's like, "Because 10,000 sounds better than 9,000."
Yeah.
So he just gives all of it away. He don't fucking profit shit.
Yeah, he makes barely any money off of like
Yeah,
whatever.
all those giveaways, it's not his money.
He
None of
spends-
it's his money.
He takes it, people
Right.
give it to him, and he gives it
Well,
away.
no,
He
what-
spends millions of dollars on videos he don't even post. He
Yeah.
has like
Yeah.
over 100 videos he can post. He just doesn't like, so he doesn't post them.
Well, what I'm saying though is like even the money he makes off of YouTube revenue, the money he makes off of sponsorships, like everything goes back into those videos. Almost.
I
Like,
watched
Yeah.
him give the check to his mom, like to pay off her house. That was cool.
I feel like he could have done that a long time ago.
I can't remember.
Sure.
I can't
This
remember.
was a long time
Oh,
ago.
was
That
it?
video was.
I know the Squid Game video. It costed over $3 million.
Yeah, and
to
he
make.
he hit like 5 million views in like.
He hit
few
45 in 24 hours.
Isn't that
45 million
shit.
views in 24
What is
hours.
it at now? That's got to be over 100.
Oh,
million.
yeah, that's definitely.
Isn't
Yeah,
it kind
it's
of
over 100.
how do you look? How do you feel if you're like this big Hollywood producer and you put like a $200 million into this movie, and it like
It's got
barely-
100.
3 million people went to go see it.
And some kid takes your idea and makes a bunch of
It's
money
probably
off
gonna be
of
the
it.
most viewed YouTube video this year.
Yeah, 139 views, or million views in 8 days.
So what's your? Oh, you went with Mr.
Mr.
Beast.
Beast.
I'm going with Ammo NYC. It's like a car detailing thing. Like he basically started off like with just a camera in himself
That's cool.
cleaning cars. Then now he's got like an entire product line and shit like that. And he does like a lot of like how-to videos on like how to detail your car, like how to
That's cool.
how to do a paint correction, how to do this. And then the ones I like is he'll do like barn finds a lot of times or like old neglected cars.
And restore.
But like he's gotten so big now, and he's like so big in the detailing community that he almost exclusively does like supercars now.
That's cool.
There's some warehouse. He won't say they won't say where it's at, who owns it, or anything. But it's got all these super rare cars, and that they're slowly auctioning some of them off. And they're getting him to come in there, and like they won't let him even record walking in. Oh, he can only record when he's in there, and he has to do it like in the barn. It's super dark, and like you can't hardly see shit. It's
cool.
But yeah, his YouTube channel is really good. I like it. He does really well
I might
about,
check that out.
at
That sounds
explaining.
cool.
Yeah, I probably will.
Yeah, he does really well explaining stuff. Now his product line's super fucking expensive because I've looked it up, but instructional wise, it's good.
My number 2, it's mainly because it pertains to like stuff I've had to do for work, and I just get interested and watch more of his videos. But it'd be Linus Tech Tips.
I like Linus.
Yeah, Linus is cool.
Some of the shit he does is like funny too.
Yeah, and
he makes it funny and
I was
not
about to
super
say,
complicated.
He can take something that's as mundane as like changing out an IP or whatever and make it
Make it
interesting
fun.
to watch.
Yeah.
And that's what I appreciate about his channel versus some of the other like people that do computer related stuff. They're like, so what you're gonna do now?
It's funny and it's easy to follow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, and you can see how just over like 3 years how much his channel has progressed. You watch some of his videos from back then, it's like you can tell how much the production has changed, right?
Yeah.
And he's grown a lot.
I'll tell you one thing I did struggle with on this list is not putting a bunch of streamers because I did because like
I figured you guys would have some on there.
I've listed a couple.
well I knew y'all would, but
I've been thinking of more as I go.
I started to think like, are they YouTubers or are they streamers that put their content on YouTube?
It's turning into.
Well, see, I've
YouTube's
got
taking
one-
over
Yeah.
the stream game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which
because they're
it's
signing
always
streamers.
it's always been separate, but
Right.
they're taking these videos from their stream, putting it on YouTube, and it's doing 10 times what they were doing.
I would
on
argue
their
to
stream.
say
Well,
that
because-
gaming's probably one of the biggest pulls of YouTube.
Because you can watch it at any point in time with your
Right.
stream. You have to be on. Like I'm
Yeah.
not up when Tim the Tap Man streams.
Right.
I'm not awake, so I'm not getting up at 10 o'clock to
Yeah.
watch the stream. So go ahead, Christian.
My number 2, I am Wildcat. Speaking of gaming, that shit, I've been watching him since.
Yeah, you've been a big fan of Wildcat
For
since the Fortnite
years.
blew up.
Yeah. Well, but even before that.
Really?
I watched him since Black
Co-
Ops 2.
Really.
Yes.
Wow.
It's a lot of gaming. It's
a
they
lot
do
of
a
gaming.
bunch of skits and stuff and like all kinds of games like Call of Duty, Gmod, GTA. They just do a bunch of skits and it makes it fucking funny. And then now obviously he blew up on Fortnite.
Yeah.
And then now he's gotten into Call of Duty, and so they do a bunch of these glitches, and then it kind of expose Activision and shit like that. That's funny. I love it. And I get some of my trash talk from him, I'm not going to lie. That dude will talk shit to anybody, even to that wall.
I've seen some of them clips.
You dog shit.
He's cussed out like 10-year-olds on Call of
Oh,
Duty.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
It's-
I like that.
It's funny.
Oh, like on stream.
Welcome to MW2, bitch. Number 2 for me is gonna be Good.
That was on mine.
These guys, they're like our age and they play golf. They're really good. 2 of them are. I mean, well, 3 of them are. I mean, one of them's doing pro tournaments.
Talking
now.
about Steve's not the good one,
Steve is the top. He's the best putter right now. I'll tell you that.
or Bub. Which one are you talking about? This is not really. Which one? You said 3 of them are really good. Which one's not really good? Bubby,
Okay, so-
Bubby or Steve?
Steve and Bubby are like in the same category. Steve's pretty new to golf. The guy
Yeah.
plays soccer,
Yeah.
and then Bubby is just a fucking wild card. And then you got Matt, who was a golfer, and then now he's just chilling. But he made a hole in one on a par 4. What up?
Yeah.
Nuts.
What
then-
did Matt do before? So he was like, what was his story?
I think he played like college golf, and him and Garrett always been friends, and they started the videos together.
Oh, okay.
Like it was GM Golf. It is GM Golf. He has his own channel, and he blew up on. I'm sure you've seen his trick shots.
On
That's where he
TikTok,
came
yeah.
from. That's where he blew up on. Is on Instagram first.
Wasn't.
Yeah, and then he went to YouTube. His YouTube blew up. Him and his cousin Micah, they started doing what you call it, like matches, and this is just all kind of happened in the last 2 to 3 years.
Yeah.
They've really blown
About
up.
a couple of years ago, you bought the good hat, and I really didn't give 2 fucks about going and looking them up or anything
Yeah.
like that. And then slowly, I've seen. I saw the video like recommended on YouTube or something. I was like, I'll check that out, and then
It's cool because they're funny. They're like our age, just goofing off.
pretty much on my lunch break, I eat my PB&J chips and watch Good, and then
Yeah, Good's fire. So yeah, I mean, they're building something huge. They started a podcast at when their YouTube channel hit 250, I think, thousand subscribers, and now they do a podcast. They just bought an office. Like they live. I've seen how streamers will buy houses and go.
Yeah.
And they do it all together. They bought a house in Dallas, I think.
Mm-hmm.
This is like a fucking $500,000 house or better.
Yeah, it was like the 99 Thieves thing or
Yeah.
whatever they did.
100
yeah.
Thieves.
100
100
Thieves.
What I don't watch
Yeah,
streamers.
Yeah, I
so
know
I
what
don't
you're
know.
saying. But yeah, it's like that. And like the NRG Theme Room or house or whatever the fuck it's called.
a Phase House and shit like
Yeah,
that.
all
Yeah,
that shit.
I remember
Phase
seeing
was the
that.
first person.
Team 10.
That's a lot of fucking money to make just to buy a house to house people whenever,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
that's not their primary residence.
Who were they with?
Well, a lot of it was like 18-year-olds.
TSM.
Yeah, well, yeah,
It was TSM.
sure.
Myth.
Was Myth, Daquan.
Yeah, that didn't work out too
it
well,
didn't. They
but-
kind of busted apart. But I mean, it was that same thing, and they bought it together, and they all lived there, and they all fucking.
Did you ever see why that didn't work out? Have you watched the video on why it didn't work out? Myth was basically saying like once he kind of realized like Daquan and Hamlin's didn't really want to like be pro like do comp and stuff. He was kind of like a little resentful because he hopped in it thinking we're going to do this competitively, and they wanted to be more content creators. He wanted to be like competitive.
They wanted to lay back at the house, play video games all day, basically.
Well, yeah, Myth wanted to be on the competitive scene, and they got in there thinking they were going to be a team, and then they were just really content creators, and Myth kind of got left behind them, and everybody paired up. And so that's why it just really didn't work out.
I hate to see it.
But they say they've all like kind of made up since then.
That's
Because
good.
apparently it got kind of ugly at one point.
Yeah, I heard it was pretty fucking raw.
Yeah.
I know like Myth moved out, and
Yeah.
that's kind of the last you heard of it for a long time.
Yeah.
And then now they're with NRG.
Daquan's back streaming though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I haven't
He was going
caught
through
him.
some health issues, but I
Yeah, his
don't know
back
what.
was fucked up. Or
Something,
something.
I don't know exactly what it was, but
But yeah,
anyway, good. It's your number 2.
good. Number 2, there's a shit. I love them.
This one isn't because of like I watch it a lot now, but at one point I think I've seen every video they've ever posted. Demolition Ranch.
Yeah,
Yep.
I had that on there.
Love it. That like before I really like. So when I was looking at buying a handgun and things like that, I didn't really know a lot of like I knew shotguns and rifles to a certain extent, like hunting wise, but like I kind of like got on there to like look at one. He does like some of it's not necessarily educational.
He
as
does a
much
lot of
as it's
goofy
content,
videos.
Yeah.
and then some of it's actually pretty educational.
Yeah.
And so then
He
That's
recently
kinda-
did a video with Grantham. Like them two got
Oh,
together
yeah.
and did. Yeah.
but yeah, so yeah, did my ranch.
Yeah, he's cool to watch for sure.
Yeah, I like
He's a
his
cool
videos.
dude. He's like a vet, right?
Yeah, he was
Veterinarian.
he was a ranger, I think.
No,
No.
he's a veterinarian, not a vet. He's a veterinarian.
I wanted to say something.
had a
He
guy-
talked about being in the army at some point though.
He had
No?
a guy. He had a guy that on there. Irvin.
Nick Irving.
Nick Irving.
Yeah, the sniper.
He had him on there a lot, and he was a sniper. I think Rangers.
Yeah, he was one at one point like the third deadliest sniper
Yeah.
in the U.S.
Was it?
military.
I think he's the deadliest ever for the Army. Because wasn't
for the
Kyle?
Army,
Kyle
yes.
was a SEAL, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's like deadliest ever for the Army.
Mm-hmm.
But they did a skit one time, like at the beginning of the video, like they're like, "I'm a vet." Oh, I'm a vet,
Mm-hmm.
and then like on miscommunication because Matt's not a veteran; he's a veterinarian, and
I guess I had just seen where somebody said something about that one point,
Yeah.
and I assumed when he said that he was a vet before, I was like, oh, okay, that's what he's talking about.
yeah, no, I think they just had money and they sent him. His parents sent him a text saying, "No,
That's
he became
funny.
a veterinarian."
Probably.
So
That's pretty funny.
talking about a career field to like have money to do other dumb shit in.
That's what, like, Grantham, he failed out of medical school, and then he joined the Air Force. And so,
sure.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
But my number 3 is going to be along the same line like the video game stuff. It'd be Donkey. I like his videos. They're fucking funny.
Never seen.
You never watched his video? So, yeah, Donkey. But we had a little break there, and Tristan got animated for a second.
Yeah.
We're back
A
now.
little warm now. Hey, I'm hot. Still sets me up, son.
So my number 3. Okay, I just started watching these guys a couple months ago, but they've had a YouTube channel for I think 4 years now.
Johnny Sins?
No, different
The
type of
gaming
content.
channel?
Huh?
His gaming channel?
It's medical advice.
Anyways,
Oh, he's got a
it's,
gaming channel.
C-Boys TV. They do a bunch of stuff with like dirt bikes, four wheelers, cars, and they just give them hell and break them. And it's fun to watch. It's something I like. So
I was about to say a name, but
They
you
got,
probably have
like-
it on yours.
I think they got like 2.5 million followers,
Island Boys.
subscribers, I should say. But
Did you see where they got?
got
the-
booed
off stage.
put it on it. Put it. I'm an island boy.
I'm just gonna have to ban all like TikTok memes so
Yeah.
Christian just can't say them.
So my number 3 will be LFG, Lake Fort guy.
Yeah.
Never seen it.
He's cool. He Fisher dude.
Laid back.
Oh, maybe I
part of
did see
Guggen
it.
Squad.
Maybe I did see
Yeah,
it.
I've seen.
Yeah.
Yeah, it got recommended on my channel. On my YouTube
I
video.
initially, so that's how I found out about Lunkers
Mm-hmm.
through Lake Fort guy, and then I follow his family channel that he does with his wife and everything. I used to watch him religiously, and then that's how I knew about John B and Lake Fort guy separately before they even were
I knew
part
one
of
rod, one reel fishing before everybody,
one Reel.
or before I knew everybody else, and then I stumbled upon John B and then Lunkers.
Yeah, I like John B. John B and LFG were kind of at the same time for me, and then that's when I was in my fishing thing. Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was when I was doing my fishing thing.
Got the fuck
Buy
time.
$400 worth of gear.
And then
one lake trail.
Hey, no, I used it a lot. We were fishing every day.
for like 6 months.
Yeah.
And then
I remember that because I was fishing a lot as well.
Yeah, I mean,
God,
I was
I was-
fishing all the fucking time, and I mean, it was a pond, but it was fun.
I went balls deep in fishing gear.
But yeah, anyway, LFG's cool. I like him.
Yeah.
I like his
It's
shit.
real laid back. Too.
Yeah, super cool dude.
Fish, Texas.
I bought a
A&M.
shirt when he had a brain tumor. He did this thing. It was like a fundraiser. It was called "Make Every Cast Count." Mm-hmm. And
That was a dope
shirt.
shirt.
Yeah,
actually, I wanted to get one, but I never did.
I'm too fat to wear it.
oh,
5 to 7 minutes.
my
a
number
day.
3 was good, but I think being you said it, I think I'm gonna change it up. Just so it's not the same. TD Barrett.
Oh yeah,
I used to
Oh,
watch
yeah.
him a lot when I was
I thought you
playing a
said
lot of TD.
Yeah,
TD Barrett.
Teddy Bear's cool.
Yeah.
Titty Barrett.
He pretty entertaining watching him play
We
Madden.
got to work on that white, the fucking white out on Kemp.
Yeah, it's rough.
Can it be alright?
That white balance is.
I got 2 bright screens in front of me and a lot.
Yeah.
I told you pull it like an
I wonder if we
orange
turn the
screen.
light off, it looks better.
I'm try.
We'll try it later.
If I adjust the camera, it makes me look red. So
But
is what it is.
yeah. So I'm gonna go with TD Barrett. for
Yeah,
my
he's
number
cool.
3. I don't watch him as much
He
anymore.
talks fast as fuck.
Yeah, I can relate.
Yeah,
I get
man,
it- I
you
get
talk
it-
a lot.
I get to
He talks
talking fast, and then I get to stuttering. So my
Um,
mom will have to tell me to slow down when I'm talking sometimes. So I'm trying to
Slow
explain
down,
something.
honey.
Just bang the fucking table, but that shit was funny. Like I could just see her saying it in her
Yeah.
calming voice. Like, just slow down.
My or my
Slow down,
grand
baby.
or like
It's
my,
gonna be okay.
my or like her parents like if I get to talking, Sometimes they just don't understand what I'm saying at all because I go too fast.
Like the thing, Christian was trying to explain something, he couldn't get it out. He was like, he like had a fucking stroke trying to say it. Oh, that was fun. Yeah, that's funny.
Hey.
My number 4, I mean, you can count it as a YouTube channel because it uploads, but it's like the same thing you guys were talking about the streamers and podcasts and stuff. But there's so many episodes to watch, and I like to see the people too. So it'd be Joe Rogan.
Yeah. Well,
Love it.
now it's just on Spotify, and you have to watch it on Spotify.
Well, no, he just uploaded
He
a clip
uploads
2 days ago.
Oh, does he?
Yeah,
he uploads clips.
The full shows will be
The
on
full
there.
shows
the
are
full
still
shows
on
are
there,
on there.
but he does clips too. But he just uploaded.
I thought
one.
the full.
You have to search it though.
Yeah.
But you can't just go to his page and I can't find it on there. You have to search it.
I was about to say. I thought it was.
But it's still under JRE.
Yeah.
I thought Spotify had exclusive rights to.
He uploaded a clip 2 days ago where he interviewed Ted Nugent and he was
Yeah, I've been
talking.
listening to that one.
It was a good one.
The damn Snoop Dogg one was good.
Yeah.
They were high as fuck.
The Ron White, I couldn't get all the way through the Ron White one.
The
Yeah,
Ron White one's good.
I listened to it.
It's good.
It's pretty good.
He
Ron
talked
White's
about
cool.
how he stopped drinking so much
I
and
would-
started microdosing mushrooms.
I watched about 2/3 of it, and I just couldn't keep getting through it. And then
I love Ron White.
do
I've
too.
always loved him.
watched the Ben Shapiro one. That one was good.
I was watching it was one I had passed by. I never watched it, but I was watching the Post Malone one today. They were high as a cow.
I couldn't get through it.
Good Lord.
I was like 15 minutes into it. I was like, this is not entertaining. We're talking.
They
about
had
I was
to do-
entertained.
They had to do some shrooms or something.
They're
'cause-
talking about they were talking about aliens and
Yeah.
stuff in the desert, and I'm like,
I like that.
Good.
who gives a fuck? What you gonna do about it if they are here? I mean,
Fight back.
what if they're friendly?
Don't fight back.
I'm an alien.
Lil
You
Wayne.
look like one.
And you smell like one too.
I'm slow as an alien.
All right, is it yours?
My number. Yeah, it's me, right? Correct number.
Yeah.
two?
Yes.
No, yeah. Yeah, you said Joe Rogan.
On the
Yes.
number 4.
My number 4. It's gonna be FaZe Jev.
Jill.
Please, Jeff, in the goddamn
Jeff.
I just can't fucking compete.
Just can't fucking compete.
I say it
I'm
constantly
getting
now.
skull fucked by a big burly black guy.
Is that who that
Fuck
is?
yes.
Yeah.
Oh god, I didn't
Yeah,
know
you
that.
didn't know
Fucking
Jeff?
requests.
Oh my god, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I love that.
It's like when
clip.
I flash somebody, it's like I fucking slap him in the face with a
yeah.
napkin from a little kid's birthday party. But when I get flashed, it's like I'm getting skull
That's an
fucked.
old fucking clip.
Yeah,
That
was
was
an old
MW3.
Bro, just look up FaZe Jeff Rage compilations.
Dude,
I mean,
Oh,
I've
it's
seen
so
that
good.
clip
Most of-
so much because it's
But
popular as
I
hell.
But-
love watching his
But he's
video.
like that all the time.
Most
he-
of those big Rage clips are Jeff.
Awesome.
Yeah. So he's his YouTube videos now. It's just him playing games and talking
Yeah.
about how dog shit the game is.
Yeah.
Basically,
It doesn't matter if he's playing FIFA.
He'll talk about the UFC stuff, and he sits there and grinds for like the mastery camos and stuff, and he will sit there and rage, and it's funny.
I love that.
I love Jeff.
Go ahead.
Name of Jill.
My name Jeff.
Number 4 is gonna be Nick Merckx.
I was gonna say,
I love watching Nick Merckx.
Debated that.
And then his YouTube channel, like, dude, you can just there's so much hilarious content. Like he's one of the top streamers, and then you go to his YouTube channel, and it's like it's hilarious.
did you watch his video the
I
other
loved
day?
it when he did the intros.
He's
Like,
got
they were
he-
funny.
He's got a
like
really
the
good.
video.
He's got a really good editor.
No.
Yeah,
Not Jay Pasa,
yeah,
bro. Fuck.
yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Not Jay Pasa.
No. Fuck. Joyner, you're a fuck. Get the fucking board away from me. Get by ya.
All right, when it's down there, you better quit. You're going to get a strike.
Get by ya.
It's spelled K with a K. Just kidding.
Q?
Was it if you get like 5 strikes just saying a bad word, you get hit with a paintball gun one time?
Oh, I like that.
I'm shutting
You
the
want me to
fuck
bring a
up.
paintball gun over here?
You
I
know
got
what?
one.
Fuck it.
I
You
got
know what?
one
Fuck
too.
it. Write me down. Bing bong. Chup me moñeño. Shoo.
He's going for 5 right now.
No, 5 on each word or like just
5
in general?
total.
How many am I? I've already said. Oh.
You're already at 4, bud. You said double
Hold
B.
on, hold on. I'm on 3. I'm on
No,
3.
that was Jordan that said double B earlier.
Now, if we're
I'm on
if we're
3, I'm-
referencing the board, I see that.
Hey, guess
But
what?
if you're just saying it,
Well, that's what I was trying to say earlier.
Yeah.
It's like the little kid that comes home
I
from school.
fucking
he's
hate
like,
this segment.
My teacher said a word, and they're like, "What's the
fucking
word?"
hate this goddamn
If I
segment.
say it, I can't get in trouble. What's the word? Damn.
So I've already knocked out 3 of the words, and I'm finna write down 4.
Oh,
Get by ya.
Is he right? Okay. All right.
I'm just playing.
Nope. I'll rip it out right
I'm just playing.
now. I'll rip it out right now.
Tristan put down player A, player B.
I hate
Since
this
you can't
segment.
see that.
I just thought that would be
I'll
hilarious.
rip
It
that
was pretty
bitch out
funny.
right now.
It was pretty funny.
All right, write me down for 4. Get by ya.
This board's been the worst.
Of all of the memes, that one is funny. Like, that one's the funniest one to me. Game by ya. All right, let's move it on. I said Nick Merckx. I love it. So,
Get them keys out of there, bud.
jangling.
I need you to calm down.
What?
He got it. He got it. Find him.
God damn, it brings
You
fucking
wanted to
energy.
say it, didn't you?
No, bitch.
I like the mic over here better.
I do too. I do.
This is my number 4. I'm gonna go with the solid. I'm gonna go with the solid one here.
Yeah.
Hickok 45. He always
Don't
does.
forget to put your ears on.
Have you ever watched that yet?
Fuck no.
I thought Kent didn't know either, and I was about to die laughing because nobody knew it.
No, I knew Kent would know.
Fuck, I just hit my nose on
That
this
dude's
mic.
hands are this big, like each one of them. I swear.
He'll have like a gun. It's like a regular size, like 9, and he's like, oh, it's a little tiny, and his like fingers are touching his palm again. His hands
Yeah.
are fucking huge. He could have played D1 football. It's crazy.
He's a large man. He rode a bicycle around and shot a Uzi at a bunch of shit.
He's like what 60?
He's like 60s, yeah.
Let's see. I was just gonna show you a picture of the guy.
He's 60.
Yeah, he's in the 60s.
He does like gun reviews and stuff.
It's a hard hat summer.
Texas whistle.
Let's see.
I like Hickok 45. He's cool.
This is the guy.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Oh, I have seen this guy.
Yeah,
Big
like
old feller.
if I'm looking at like a lot of times if I'm like looking at reviews on a certain gun, I'll search it and like he always shows up. I don't know how he's tested every gun, but he has.
Yep.
But yeah, Hickok 45 is a solid one right there.
Yeah, that's cool.
I got a couple honorable mentions, but let me let Tristan go first.
Hey, bro, you go first.
I fucking
No,
hate this.
no, fuck you. You go first.
Fucking hate this.
I got yelled at.
I act like a
last
12-year-old girl one time, and I get made fun of it the rest of my life.
time, as you should.
Hey, man,
Um,
go
Are you
ahead.
talking about when you brought the pillow or when you got mad?
Soft. My honorable mentions. I don't think y'all are gonna have any of these. I mean, you may have one of them, but good. I guess is an honorable mention now because I put TD Barrett into my top 4. But
TD.
I'm gonna go with Fleckus Talks. That's funny. He goes to a bunch of like protests and stuff and just interviews people and lets them say whatever they want to say, and it's hilarious. The Detail Geek. He's kind of like Ammo NYC, except for all the stuff he uses. He gives you Amazon links to it all. He puts all the Amazon links in the bottom of the description. I need you to stop. And it's a little more affordable, and you can be like, oh, I can do a good detail, or if you're interested in like cleaning your own car, like at a high, or at a high level, you can go on Amazon and look at all that shit, and it's pretty good. And he's got a No Shoes Nation flag hanging up in the back, which is pretty good. I think he lives in like Canada because it's always too cold to wash the cars outside.
How you gonna have a car washing channel but you can't wash cars?
He's got a garage with like a
Okay.
drain in it and everything. And then just like Barstool Sports, the YouTube channel Barstool Sports is just they have all the different segments like lowering the bar. They got a couple of different ones like that. I'm blanking on them now, but yeah, a lot of their funny stuff. Then when they had the Survivor thing, that was funny. But yeah, Barstool Sports YouTube channel just in general is pretty good.
Yeah. Well, I got a couple of honorable mentions. One guy's name's Michael Sabo. He builds four-wheelers, dirt bike stuff. So I like to just sit there and watch him build a fucking four-wheeler like mine from the ground up. So I can sit there for hours just watching that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Malek does like fucking cheeseburger reviews and shit like that. It's pretty funny. Dated a lot of roads, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right. Hate it for that guy.
I got the Guggen Squad. Put that on there.
Yeah. I don't even watch them no more.
me
It's kind of
either.
depressing.
Lojo Fishing.
Local, brother.
Local
Local.
YouTuber. Hey, we went to high school with his cameraman. Do you know who his cameraman is?
Kinda went to high school.
Andrew King.
Oh, okay. I wondered why he posted so many pictures, like doing stuff like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He's his
Cameron's
cameraman.
like, this
now.
guy just really
So
loves
check
him.
this
I don't know
out.
why.
I just ran into Andrew at Publix because he was like the manager.
He's like
there.
the manager now, yeah.
Well, he's not anymore. He left.
He was, yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, just talking to him. I was like, "What you been up to, man? Working." I was like, "How you been?" He's like, well, "This is my last week at Publix. So I'm gonna be Lojo." He's like, "Do you know who Lojo Fish?" I was like, "Fuck yeah, bro." He was like, "Yeah, I'll be his cameraman full time." I was like, "That is badass."
Yeah.
Shout out to Lojo Fish. So
Cool.
yeah,
Cool stuff.
access.
I seen him at the club. Andrew did. I seen him. I was like, "What's up, man?" He's like, "Oh, how are you?" Blah blah blah. He's like, "Do you watch the Guggen Squad and stuff?" I was like, "Yeah, I used to watch him all the time." He's like, "You know who Lojo is?" I was like, "Yeah, I met him." And he was like, "Yeah, I'm his cameraman." I said, "That's fucking dope."
Yeah, it's cool.
Jealous.
Yeah, that's
I
cool.
haven't seen
That's
Andrew in a
cool
couple
ass
of years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just ran into him in Publix
That's cool.
that last
I
time.
seen him in Rain. That was the club. Yeah. Seen him in
Rain. And then this one last one that I'm addicted to is the Third Podcast.
Oh, that's a good one.
Thought
That is a good one.
about doing that.
Yeah, I actually
Yeah.
subscribed to them.
Shameless.
Damn
plug.
it! I had
Hey,
like
Sully Breaks.
Literally.
Hey, yo, Sully Breaks, go hit my boy up doing a giveaway at 10 subscribers, 4 away. That's 2 more. You can be at 8 subscribers, so 2 more. Let's get it.
Zach.
Zach,
I know.
He opens the playing cards and stuff.
It's cool, bro.
It's actually fairly entertaining.
It's funny because Zach gives his commentary the whole time. He's like, "Fuck, this
He was
deck
fucked up on one of
sucks."
them.
Zach Sullivan.
Yeah,
He's got a YouTube channel.
yeah.
He was
What
fucked. He
the
was
I
fucked
think
up
he's
on
got
one
like
of
6
them.
videos out for sure.
Oh God, I gotta watch
Yeah.
this. Shit.
I looked at it today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
He
think
takes some off. He
Maybe.
definitely had
Maybe
at
he was.
least 5.
Maybe it was that one he was hammered on.
It wasn't that bad, but he was like, if you love America, this pack's for you because I love America. It was red, white, and blue like NBA cards. It was
God,
funny as shit.
My honorable mentions, one's going to be Kentucky Ballistics. It's in the same vein as like Demolition Ranch and Hickok and stuff.
Yeah.
He does some cool, funny videos. Jeez. There's a couple other ones that I don't really.
I looked at my YouTube, so like people I subscribed to on YouTube, and it was just a bunch of streamers for the most part.
So us talking about all these YouTube channels, you think that's going to do something for our getting in the
YouTube game.
yeah? No, I meant the what you call it,
Views. I don't know.
algorithm.
Algorithm. Yeah.
Algorithm.
Possible.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Possibly you.
Maybe we'll just tag YouTube.
Mark Zuckerberg's a cool guy.
I like Colvin's too. I watch some of their stuff from time to time.
You watch Hot Ones?
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah,
say
I
I
love
watch
Hot
Hot
Ones.
Ones.
I love Hot
I
Ones.
watch it sometimes.
I haven't watched this past season, but it depends on who's
They're
on
on
there.
Hulu now, so
Yeah.
Oh, really? They went big.
Have they got all the seasons on there? Because the last time I watched them on Hulu, it was
they
just-
got a fuck ton of them on
yeah.
there.
There's
Fuck ton.
They're on season 10 or 11 now, I think.
Let's see.
But I used to watch every Thursday. I'd watch every single episode. I got one of their hot sauce packs.
Another thing, cooking channel I watch is Mr. Homeowner. Just this guy lives in like Philly, I think, or like suburbs of Philly, I guess. When I got my griddle, I just started searching griddle stuff, and he was the first one that popped up. He's got several videos that have like a shit ton of views. But he showed me like he was doing the crunch wraps.
Mm-hmm.
I
They've
fucked him up.
They
But,
only got 4 seasons.
Yeah.
I fucked it up, but it was just. I mean, he does like fried rice and all kinds of food. He's like cooking on different stuff now, but the Blackstone was. I feel like if you throw some shit on YouTube and it's about a Blackstone, that shit will get views 100%.
Oh, there's a YouTube
Blackstone's
channel.
fucking legit.
I can't remember what
Love
it's called,
Blackstone.
but anytime I ever have to like fix anything on my truck, they always have like so it starts off like a blue screen. It gives you exact tool and part
Yeah.
list you need, and then they go through like a good rundown of exactly how to replace it, fix it, or whatever. I can't remember what the YouTube channel is called, so shout out to them. But it's a good channel.
Shout out to the No Name.
If next time some shit breaks, I'll be able to tell you.
Bet. Yeah. Let's talk about some college football. Coaching
Fuck yeah.
carousel has began.
Oh, has it?
What a
Damn.
move by Lincoln Riley.
I mean, middle of the night. Fuck you, Oklahoma.
He said, "Oh, we just talked about it last night.
Yeah,
It developed late.
The
You don't-
Sunday night was the first time I talked to USC.
You don't negotiate all that in one night."
My man bought the world, or got the world in a contract.
Yeah,
Yeah.
free
So-
use, unlimited use of a private jet. Supposedly,
Oh,
down,
yeah.
the house thing was like kind of hearsay.
Talking about they bought both of his
They're
houses.
supposed
for
to be buying both.
$500,000
His houses $500,000 over the asking price. He was
and $1 million bonus.
He was building one of the houses, and had the other one on the market. And so buying both houses, $500,000 over asking. Was $110 million guaranteed, and there was something else.
That's $6 million house in
Buying
Southern
a
California.
$6 million house in California,
That's insane.
which would get him a 1-bedroom, 1-bath apartment. So somebody said, "Yeah, well, after taxes, that's like $37."
Yeah.
That's fucking fuck.
I mean,
That's accurate. I love it. So, I mean,
Do you think the other guys may have turned down that job purely because of taxes, maybe,
nah.
or do you think they
You're
picked
gonna
who they
be fine
want?
with $6 million house. You're gonna be fine with $110
oh
million.
no.
Well, like,
I've got
say
to
they-
pay taxes and I'll only get $7
Well, no, like, I'm
million
saying, like-
total.
Yeah.
I'm saying, like, say they try to go get Brian Kelly, right? I don't know what his contract was that he got from LSU.
Yeah, what a move there.
That was a shocker.
By the way, Notre Dame's only paying him $2.5 million a year. No wonder they lost their fucking coach.
Well, I mean,
Apparently, he's a piece of shit too.
He's an asshole. Wow, he killed a kid. I mean,
I knew that.
he killed a kid.
He
We're-
put his hands on him and killed him.
No,
I know.
the world's more worried about him flicking off a player in a game than him killing a kid.
Well, hey, it might be like, did the player deserve it? Did the kid deserve it? You know what I'm saying?
The kid definitely didn't deserve it.
Okay.
Do you know the story of how the kid died?
Not the whole deal, no.
So basically,
I mean, I know he
they
killed
were
a kid.
practicing outside. It was pretty bad weather, and it was pretty heavy winds. And the kid was like, "Hey, I don't feel comfortable getting up there and recording it." And it was basically like, from what I understand, like a scissor lift type thing.
Yeah.
So he could get way up there and record like down on the practice.
Right.
And he was like, "Hey, I don't feel comfortable." And he's like, "You'll get your ass up there because I fucking said so." And he was like,
Stone cold.
he was like, "Fine." They made the kid go up there.
There's
Either
definitely a documentary about it.
or either he'd be fired. And then, yeah, the thing tipped over. Kid died. So,
Rip.
but did it tip over? Or did he get hit by lightning or something? It was one of the
tipped
other.
over.
Tipped over.
He fell
Yeah,
off of
Definitely
it.
tipped over. Yeah. Yeah. If he fell
Well,
off.
first of all, if
that
that thing's wobbling,
Did you hear about the Central Michigan thing with Matt LaFleur and the Jets coach? I can't remember his last name right now.
don't be talking about
Okay,
this.
so when he was at Central Michigan, he was the head coach there. They had like a Christmas party and whatnot.
oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
so Matt LaFleur was an assistant, and the Jets coach, he was also an assistant.
Yeah.
And so they was invited to the party, but not really invited. They were invited to work.
They got
shovel snow and move cars.
They got
all
sent an
night.
invite by Brian Kelly. And they were like, "Sweet, we got invited to the party." So they dressed up to go to this Christmas party. They show up, and he's like, "You're valet, and you're shoveling the driveway
all night.
as assistant coaches."
And then
And they-
invited them in to eat, but there was nowhere for them to sit, so they had to stand up and eat.
yeah, he's a like class A asshole. But
He fit right in at LSU.
Power move, baby.
see, like LSU, they're gonna embrace that.
Welcome to
Mo-
the Christmas
most
party.
look-
Here's your vest. Get on some cars.
Yeah, I mean they came all dressed up and everything, and they had to stand outside and shovel
Nice
snow.
vest. Hang that shit up and grab a shovel.
Yeah.
That's shitty.
But yeah, so apparently he's grade A asshole. But I mean, you
Not
kill
a
it-
good football coach.
Look, you can kill a kid if you win games. So, I mean, Notre Dame, other than Alabama, is the most consistent program in the country over the last 20 years.
I mean, they're like consistently
10 wins,
10
11 wins.
Hey, what's the phrase? If you got to be consistent. You're
Gotta be
either
consistent.
consistently good or consistently bad. But the most
Gotta be
important thing
consistent.
is being consistent.
That was the dumbest shit, bro.
Clay Shearer.
That was so stupid.
Just throw his name out there. God forbid. Jesus, what am I doing?
When Dylan McConnell, we got on the bus after we got our ass reamed by GW Long, Coach Shearer said, "Guys, what am I doing wrong? What are we
I mean,
doing?"
Dylan Cannell.
Cannell, yeah.
McConnell.
I said McConnell because Dakota.
Yeah.
Dylan Cannell, he goes, but Coach Shearer gets on the bus, "What are we doing wrong, guys? Do I need to do something different?" And Dylan raises his hand. He goes, "You talk too much." And you could simultaneously see everybody put their head down.
What he did?
We all got called off the bus,
Oh,
sat down on the ground, and he had to explain to us why he talks that much. And
He lost the team on the bus. They had to pull him off to regain control. At that point, it's not your team anymore. I like it. I like the move. Pull them all off, make them uncomfortable. Automatically yours again.
because the thing is, and then as we're talking,
That's a power move.
I can't remember if either Trenton said it or Dylan was still trying to explain himself. He was like, Somebody will make a diving play to get the third out with bases loaded. We come in running in, jacked up to go hit, and you're like, guys, calm down. You talked to us for 10 minutes. And it just kills every
I
bit
can
of
see Trenton saying that too.
every bit of it kills every bit of energy we have. And like he just did it. It was the one. It was like it was so like awkward and like you ever get like secondhand embarrassment. You almost like block that memory out.
Yeah.
I don't remember what the speech was outside the bus, but I remember McNeil was riding around the tractor on the field, dragging the field because it was like right after he left Hartford, and he sees us getting like reamed, and he's like throwing his hand. He got his kid in his lap, throwing his hand up to us as he's doing circles on the tractor, dragging the field. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, Dylan said, "You talk too much," and then like didn't like have like an immediate like. What I mean is, no, he just straight up said, "You talk too much," and then just looked at him.
That's truth. I mean, if you're going to be something, be consistent. He was honest, right?
And like you could feel like everybody's like, "Ugh." Like
I love it. I love the power move of pulling everybody off the bus. That's a move.
Yeah.
That's a move.
I didn't know if we were gonna run, if he was gonna fight us one by one. I didn't know what was gonna happen.
You would not have wanted to fight.
No,
He would have said,
he was built like a
that's your head, right?
he was
Boom.
built like a
Next.
fucking gorilla.
Grape.
He was built like a fucking silverback, of course.
That dude was a monster.
That man could eat too. Oh my
The only
god.
time he
I
chews
hated
is when
being
he was
around
talking.
him when we ate, though, because he ate so fucking loud.
The only time he chews is when he was talking.
Especially like when we went to.
Tell me I'm wrong. We were sitting there at like
If
a.
you have food falling out of his mouth, he's like, woo, woo,
We stopped at either what is it like a Ryan's or either a Golden Corral on the way
Yes.
back. I think it was a
I know
Golden
he
Corral.
DDT a damn ice cream cone.
Yeah, we were
Peach
stop-
cobbler, buddy.
Peach Gobbler at Shiloh, bro.
Yeah.
He'd come back with like 3
You don't
bowls.
eat peach cobbler? Boy, he about fought Nick that day.
We were in like a Golden Corral, and me and Coach Ward were sitting beside each other. And Coach Ward looks at me and goes, "Look at this shit."
Yeah. Yeah.
And so we were on we come back from a baseball trip, and he's eating. I looked at Coach Ward. I said, "I think the only time he chews is when he talks."
Mm-hmm.
And Coach Ward just looked over at him and then put his head down and started laughing. And that's when he came out of he came out of Golden Corral. They're like, "Sir, you can't take that outside." And he's like, looking back at him. Oh.
What a character.
Sir, you can't
What a
take
guy.
that outside.
And then he ate the entire, because he was like, "Guys, I'll show you guys how to do an ice cream cone." And the bitch was like,
Yep.
this fucking tall. And
Gulp.
That story is like the most famous Coach Shear story in Hartford.
he's done.
I wasn't even there, and I feel like I was there.
He's done
Yeah.
a couple things, man. It was a lot.
I used to like seeing him drive down the road on the lawnmower. Lawnmower.
Kubota or
Yeah.
whatever it
It
was.
was lawnmower.
He just
We
waved
had
at
a time with him over at wide receiver drills.
Yeah, he lined up Joe Lopez. We did like the 10-yard split, and we just run, catch, just to kind of warm up. One day, we've been practiced 20 minutes.
Across the middle,
He
baby.
calls Joe over there. He says, "Hey, I just want you to tee off on these guys as they get the ball thrown." Just a practice. Wanted Joe to just
just
tee off
knock
on us
somebody out.
so we learn how to catch with contact. And I was like, "Bro, we don't have any routes that go over the middle. Not that we
We
run."
don't have to throw the ball that much.
We're
Yeah.
just going to get splattered for no
And
reason.
so I went to go, and he threw that bitch up high. I just stopped and watched it. And he was like, "What was that?" I was like, "I'm not getting hurt. Like I'll go all out and practice for you, dog. But we're not about to set up a drill where I'm going to get my ribs broken."
Yeah.
Because he was trying to throw it up, tell Joe to hit us in the side as we catch it.
Stupid.
Yeah. Well, he ran a fight club at one point too. So
Hate to see it.
Yeah.
college football.
College football. We got.
So I know this game was very poorly officiated, the Iron Bowl.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
What a
But I saw a lot. I saw it from both sides. No one team that had a huge advantage on the officiating. They both got fucked at multiple times.
There was over 20 penalties.
on
called both teams.
the no call.
Well-
The two biggest ones that I think could have made a factor in the game. One was the no call for the pass interference for Alabama, and the other one was the fake holding call where he kind of fell down and pretend he was held, and they called holding. It's Auburn's biggest game, and I think that was the two biggest things that mattered. I mean, it's the joke. Alabama holds in every play. But there was some holding.
Everybody holds on
Oh,
everybody.
I know, but I said that's the joke. But there were some missed calls both ways. But I saw a lot of people talking about how the referees were trying to. I saw a couple of Alabama fans on Facebook going, "Oh, the referees are trying to take it from Alabama." And then I saw a couple of Auburn fans on Twitter. The referees were trying to make sure Alabama won, and I'm like,
ways.
it was awful both ways. It was terrible both ways. But
You have something on your eyelash, and it's driving me insane. Yes.
Okay.
Scum.
Your mama.
Your mother.
Your mother. Your mother. Fuck your mother.
Fuck your life.
It's not on there. Can't.
I gotta know.
But yeah, I feel like the game it was bad. It was badly officiated, but it was just like one of the most evenly bad officiated games I think I've ever seen.
It was. It came down to it. It was the craziest Iron Ball I've ever watched.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it. I had a great time.
So we were having this conversation about it being the best Iron Ball of all time, and so you take it's like 1A, 1B with the kick six and this one because this one was how the game went, and like it going into overtime. The other one was just how it ended. Was the big story on it.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's 1A, 1B, and it's definitely. I wouldn't tell you you were wrong if you said this one was the best ever. I wouldn't tell you wrong if you said the kick six was the best ever. They're both
New segment. Football game A, football game B.
tell you the score.
Who won?
Tell you the score or something. I don't know. I can figure it out. Christian,
Who was the teams? I can't tell you that.
Christian would Tristan would be like just like real angsty for like 6 months and not say a word and then just blow up at me on the podcast.
I hate this fucking segment.
So Team A rushed against Team B
For X amount of yards.
for X amount of yards.
Who were the teams? Can't tell you.
I can't tell you the teams, but who were they?
No, well,
What time was the game played? Can't tell you.
You'd know if I told you that.
Well, I would know.
Was there a Heisman winner?
no. The reason like I don't just tell Christian right away is because he's like, who's his parents' name? Like Christian will ask 17,000 questions,
breaking it
and
the
then
fuck down
and
what
then
you want,
and then he'll be
motherfucker.
like, and
Motherfucker.
and then he'll be like, yes, I got it, and I'm like, yeah, you asked. You asked where the kid was born at, what hospital he was born at.
Yes, I've got it.
Yes. Hug me.
All right. I was making a joke.
Well,
I'm
that's the
sorry.
intro.
Championship weekend.
I'm going.
Are you?
Yes, I'll be there this weekend.
Just going to the game,
going
boys.
to the
If they
game.
lose, kill yourself.
You know,
That
you know what's funny? You know what's
That was a joke.
You know what's funny? A guy I work with, he was
Bleep
like,
the
you know, I
K.
had a dream about you last night, and I was like, really? And he's like, yeah, you went to the SEC championship game.
Oh man, I
Obviously.
would have.
He was like,
that
and
one.
then Georgia was up a lot, and then you jumped off the rafters and onto the field.
Look,
I was like, Jesus. He's like, and then Alabama won. I was like, oh, fucking
I-
great.
You
Look,
know
I
what
had-
you got to do, don't you?
like I have this pet peeve.
Second 26, baby, and he dropped back in that pocket, and he throws a 55-yard ball.
Look,
Everybody's focused on a ragdoll of Christian falling out of the rafters, and we catch a big
All
one.
right, Alabama's down 24. Just watch
he
for a
catches
body
Bryce
flying.
Young, kills Bryce Young with his body.
But we
They both die on
hey,
impact.
Hey, if we're down, we have a quarterback named Jalen. He's in there.
Look,
Where's number 2?
Oh, I got an interesting stat for you.
It could happen.
The last, the Braves won the World Series 3 times, right? It's like the 50s, the 90s, and then
2021,
and then
boys.
You know, all 3 times they won the World Series, Auburn had a starting quarterback with the last name Nix.
Yeah, we went over
I've
this. one.
seen that.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Johnny told me to tell you that one. My stepdad. He said Tristan going. This is stat for Tristan here.
I like
He's a
that.
big Braves fan. But
I like it.
so championship weekend, you got Oregon, Utah. They're favoring Utah by 2.5 points.
It's hard to beat a team twice.
Who you got? What is this?
Oregon, Utah.
Oregon,
Pac-12. Pac-12 championship. Oregon, Utah. Utah is favored by 2.5 points.
I'm going to go with Oregon. Hard to beat a team twice.
I'm gonna go with Utah. I'm going to Utah right here. And then you got Baylor, Oklahoma State.
I'm going to AK State.
They got OK State favored by 5.5.
I need OK State to lose, but I'm going to go with OK State.
So
Even if OK State loses, Baylor's going to jump in that question. Because they're going to
They've
win the
already-
Big 12
All I know
champion.
is
They
that
have two
if
losses.
Alabama loses this week, then I have faith in my boys. But if they lose, it's going to be some fuckery on that committee.
what you
I'm
mean?
telling you, it's going to be
They-
an
they-
interesting
okay.
weekend.
Alabama can lose this game, and I still think that they're one of the top 4 teams in the country based off this season.
Nobody
okay?
wants to see Alabama in there. So,
But if Bama loses and Oklahoma State wins, I feel
I
like
think if
Oklahoma State is deserved.
if Alabama loses close, when I say close, I mean 2 to 1 points difference.
Yeah,
It's gonna have to be real.
the issue is everybody wants Bama out because this will be the first playoff that the 4 main teams aren't in it,
Yeah.
Right.
and everybody wants that to happen, except for that University of Alabama or Roll Tide.
Well, I feel like the committee's actually kind of fought pretty hard to keep Alabama up there.
You are insane.
He just nodded his head
I
yes.
don't know what he's talking about. I don't have to
I thought
agree
he
with
said
him.
something differently, but no.
Dude, they've dropped them down after winning. What the fuck you
The
mean?
University of Alabama.
Oh well, Michigan hopped up there purely based off of like
And that's bullshit.
recency. It was a big, it was a
Recency.
huge
Right
win.
here.
Well, the thing is, or does Alabama have as good of a win as Ohio State? That's what it comes down to. Is I don't think Alabama's beat a team or as good as Ohio State. I think Ohio State would beat all the teams Alabama has beat. I'm not saying Alabama's bad. I'm not saying the teams they've beaten are bad. I was just saying that's probably what they looked at is they beat Ohio State.
Yeah, and Ohio State, if they would have played a better
And they
game,
embarrassed Ohio State too.
in the fact that they played the most horrific football game of all time. I mean, it'd be different if it was like Ohio State played their best football
Yeah.
and Michigan played better.
Yeah.
Ohio State played their worst football,
And then although
and Michigan played their better.
And then,
football.
although it is the Iron Bowl, they're going to look at and go, well, they had to go 4 overtimes in with a 6 and 6 Auburn team.
But you can't base that off that because everybody knows that
It's
that
the
kind of
Iron Bowl.
rivalry game.
Oh, I
Shit
agree.
happens,
But that
man.
Ohio
And
State
it's
and
been-
Michigan's a rivalry game too, and
Exactly.
one of them showed
Shit
up, one of them
happens.
didn't. And I think that
And there's
all
been
I'm-
Iron Bowls where Alabama wasn't supposed to lose, and they did.
there's been Iron Bowl. Well, I don't think there's been Iron Bowls very recently that Auburn was supposed to lose and did, but because they're not supposed to lose very many of them.
But I'm just saying, like,
Or
you
the-
can't,
you know what I mean.
You
No,
can't
that's-
base
I worded it
you
wrong.
can't base like a season ending off of that game. It's just impossible.
And
Just like
it
this-
doesn't matter. It's the Iron Bowl. Anything's gonna fucking
But
happen.
regardless,
Auburn's gonna be 0-12, and they could beat a 12-0 Alabama team. It's just Jordan Hare. If
But-
it's fucking packed, it's gonna be rocking.
But regardless, I think it's going to work itself out either way.
We'll see, I mean-
right, like now the era of college football we're in, I don't think it really matters if you're 1 or 4 as long as you're in it.
I strictly
You know?
believe that Alabama was put in the number 3 spot for a specific reason, and that reason being if they lose, they're done. They could have been put at number 2 and still be in.
No, if you put it at 2 and you lose, I think you're done. If Oklahoma State wins, and you're at number 2 and you lose, I still think Oklahoma State should be in there. They're sitting at 5 right there, and they'd be playing the conference championship and
I'm
winning
telling you,
it.
it's gonna this weekend's gonna be real interesting because you haven't went through the list, but I already know. I've got
let's
another
go-
upset
So
coming.
let's go through it.
And don't forget about Notre Dame because they're floating in there too because
So-
they don't have
yeah.
to play a bowl game.
Yeah, but I think that hurts them this year with so many
True.
teams right there on the edge of a loss keeps you in, or a win
But
gets you in. I feel
they-
like not playing a bowl game hurts you.
Yep. But do you rank them like say Cincinnati loses this weekend? Do you rank Notre Dame over Cincinnati even though Cincinnati beat them?
Yeah. You look at I don't know.
And they're
I'd have
playing-
to look at Notre Dame's schedule to tell you that if they've beat
Right.
a couple other decent teams, then I would say yes. If
Which
they
I don't
haven't,
think
They haven't.
I haven't looked at their schedule, so I
Did you
can't.
watch the Florida State game?
Well, yeah. I mean, hey, things happen.
I mean, hey.
I mean,
Hey.
But so Baylor, Oklahoma State. I
got
think
Oklahoma-
Oklahoma State
I
wins
got
that.
Oklahoma State.
They're rolling right now. Mike Gundy don't give a fuck wearing the
no,
cowboy
I
hat.
don't give a shit.
Utah State, San Diego State. I mean,
Yeah, fuck it.
I don't know. San Diego State's
We're
favorite.
worried
by
about Power
6,
5.
So. Well, you got App State, Louisiana. App State
State's a good.
App State
good
shows
football team.
App State shows up in big games.
Sure do.
They show up in big games.
It's that Luke Combs effect.
Yep.
I think he played rugby. I don't think he played
Yeah, but he's
football.
still
He
App
was-
State
just,
fan.
just the fact that he went there.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Georgia, Alabama, UGA favored by 6.5.
I'm taking Bama by 3.
I feel like Georgia's going to win it, but Kirby Smart just
He's gonna Kirby Smart. I'm telling you right now, Bama's gonna win the game by 3.
like
at the
like
end.
like if you showed me this on paper, didn't tell me
And I'm gonna be there.
if you showed me this on paper and didn't tell me any storylines of leading up to this game or like with the history of either one of the coaches, you'd look at it and say Georgia wins this and probably is going to win by.
They're supposed
probably
to
gonna
win the
cover.
game, but they're not going
Yeah,
to.
but then you bring in the Kirby Smart element. If they can lock him in a janitor's closet in the fourth quarter and keep him in for the rest of the fourth quarter, I think they win.
I think it's going to be the tightest football. It's going to be tight. Can't say that. It's going to be tight.
I know what you're about to say.
Yeah, I do too.
But
You could fit a grease needle in between the damn scores, son. That's what I'm telling you.
But I'm just gonna say Georgia wins it. I mean,
I'm gonna be an emotional fucking wreck.
this year's the first year Saban's been beat by a former assistant.
Thank God for bringing
And
that
the
up.
unranked team.
Could be a second one.
Thank
you know?
God for bringing that up. I love that.
No, I mean,
I know.
I wasn't
just love
saying
it.
fuck Nick Saban. I was just
I
saying,
know you weren't.
Houston, Cincinnati.
I'm going Houston.
Cincy's favored by 10.5. I think Cincy wins this. I think Cincy closes out.
Houston's hot right now.
I don't think they cover.
You don't think they cover?
No, I think Houston's coming in with a hard cock.
Marcus Jones for Heisman.
I don't know about that. I think Bryce Young is on pace to have the most underwhelming Heisman season of all time.
Oh, by the way, yeah. This year's just been.
He
Why
does.
is
He
Will
has
Anderson-
the numbers. I mean, they're
I mean-
nuts.
Yeah, I mean,
They're nuts above everybody else. But it's
He's
just
got
underwhelming.
He's got 2,000 more passing yards than
I saw
Stetson
that.
Bennett.
I saw that, and
Oh,
like
yeah, they
20
run the
more
ball a lot.
touchdowns.
Yeah.
He's nuts, but
Stetson Bennett's like Greg McElroy. That's what they made.
he's
that's what they got him
nuts.
in there
But
for.
you can't deny the numbers. I mean,
Oh, I agree.
And if there's going to be a
this is-
defensive Heisman winner, it's going to be this year.
This is
Gotta
yeah,
There's 3 defensive players that could win that fucking Heisman. Right?
Will Anderson.
Will Anderson's one, and I think he should win it.
I do
there,
too.
there's that kid from Michigan.
The guy from Michigan came out of fucking nowhere.
What's his name?
Don't know. Don't
Okay.
care. And the dude from Georgia,
What dude from Georgia?
the big old guy,
Oh, the
fucking
defensive
7
yeah.
foot
That dude's
behemoth.
massive.
Yeah. What was the Alabama guy that you just said?
Will Anderson?
Will Anderson. I said it earlier in the year that it'd be tough to give a defensive player a Heisman when Ndamukong Suh didn't win it, but his numbers are starting to look a lot like Ndamukong Suh's, so I can definitely see a case being made for him now.
I think he'll be
And it's crazy
in
because
New York.
Yeah.
it's crazy because
This is the most underwhelming Heisman race ever.
It's it's not even like spread out. It's just underwhelming. Like you
Yeah.
said.
Yeah, and I feel like it kind of like the Mark Ingram year. Like there wasn't anybody that really just was.
I remember being hyped as fuck because it was the first Bama player.
Well, yeah.
So
yeah,
for
yeah.
me personally, it was very
yeah.
overwhelming.
Yeah.
But like this year, it's just like, what the fuck? Who do you pick?
Yeah. And it's probably going to go to whoever's the best team. Like if Alabama wins this game,
Yeah, it's going to Bryce Young.
it's going to Bryce Young.
100%.
If they,
because they're saying his Heisman moment was the 97-yard drive.
Oh,
That's the
absolutely.
Heisman
That was the and on honesty, it was the Heisman moment. That dude.
Yeah,
I mean,
that
if
was his-
Bama would
that
have
was
played,
his Heisman moment.
if
He
Bama
needs
would have
to
played
get-
the
he
last
get-
2 minutes of that game,
he needs to give Derek Mason a handshake because Derek Mason just decided, hey, we're not
fuck the blitz.
we're not bringing more than 3 anymore. We've gotten our ass beat for 4 weeks, not bringing more than 3. We've
Let's
been
do it for 3 quarters and 12 minutes.
and then just
Fuck the
go
last 2.
and then just go. Fuck it. Fuck it.
I was trying to find the Player of the Year award, and Will Anderson's not even on it.
Three
but the
quarters
guy
and 13
from
minutes.
the guy from Michigan's on it, which is insane to me. And Will Anderson's not. I can't.
I'll tell you this: if Alabama loses and Michigan beats Iowa like convincingly, they're gonna try to make the case for Michigan because they haven't been good in a while. They used to be a powerhouse. Then it'll bring more attention to the national the playoffs.
I wish there was
Michigan
a
Alabama game would be a pretty fucking fun game to watch.
Yeah, Alabama beat the dog shit out of them like 2 years ago.
Yep, sure do. Mac
But,
Jones.
Michigan,
Mac
Iowa.
Jones.
Michigan's favored by 11.
Iowa can't play good in big games. So
Well, that and Iowa, if they don't get 3 or 4 turnovers, they can't win the game.
No.
Pitt and Wake Forest.
who gives a fuck?
Shout out. Let's go Wake Forest.
Let's go Wake Forest. You know, Clemson almost got up in that fucking
I
game.
know.
That's
Damon
crazy.
Dakins, baby.
Damon Dakins.
What a name.
Who? Okay,
Ridiculous.
out of the playoff contenders, who's got the most dangerous game this weekend?
Alabama.
Alabama. And
It's a win
I
or
feel
go
like
home.
it's obvious.
a win or go home effort. And it is for everybody except for Georgia. They're the only team that can lose. And
Yeah.
still be in.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I think they've
And
deserves that.
But obviously, if Georgia loses, they're going to drop to number 2, and
Yeah,
Alabama
or 3.
jump to number 1 because you're not going to see first round playoffs.
They're not going to play it.
Put
down.
fucking
They won't let
Cincy
it
at
happen.
1.
Huh?
Put fucking Cincy
Fuck
at 1.
Cincy.
Drop Georgia to 4. You put Cincy at 1. Alabama
Where's
at
Michigan? Alabama has to go to number 2.
yeah. I was trying to figure out how to keep Georgia.
Yeah.
Georgia
Oh, if
in-
Alabama beats Georgia, we're going to number 1. There's no doubt about it. Jumps Michigan.
But
When we beat.
Yeah, when we beat them. Because we're going to put the most points on Georgia.
For
the next
sure.
year all year.
They're going to have to score. And
Which my prediction was 27-24.
but will they? But will Alabama put up that many points?
who the fuck knows?
If I
fuck
mean,
knows?
Auburn
I'm
figured
just telling you,
something out.
Hey,
it's
all
going
I'm
to be
gonna
a
say-
game that it ain't going to look nothing like
Brian
the rest of the season,
Brian
the past- the
Robinson's
whole
been
season.
day to day because he pulled a muscle.
Love that.
So it's Trey Sanders season, baby.
This is my question. If Alabama loses this and Georgia covers, what are the Alabama Facebook fans going to come out of the woodwork? Are people going to come out of the
Yeah,
woodwork?
it's obviously
going?
going to be a referee thing.
I'm not saying like
You know,
I'm saying.
Here we
I'm
go,
saying
though.
like
I'm
with
just
Nick
This is what
Saban.
it'll end with. But still, roll tide.
Yeah. Well, one thing I don't
Roll
get.
tide anyway.
One thing I don't get is
I've
people
put that
go.
on Facebook many times.
Yeah. One thing I don't get when people go, "Oh, I'm waiting for the war to go anyways." Tweets. I'm like, well, yeah, I'm still a fan. Like,
Yeah.
we lost the game,
You know,
but what are you supposed to do? Say fuck Auburn and pick a different team if they lose? Like,
Yeah, if we get beat Saturday, I'll probably be upset, but I'll probably be stoked at the fact that I'm still at the game. So like, if I was at home, I'd probably be breaking shit.
oh, he had a fucking criminal tweet by the way Saturday. Slade Bolden is the greatest
Oh, yeah, I
Alabama
saw that
receiver
dumb
of time.
shit.
I don't give a fuck if you were joking. Motherfucker dropped 17 passes that game, caught 2 at the end of
Fuck
the
your
game.
chicken strips.
Fuck you, chicken strips.
Motherfucker dropped 17 passes, and then at the end of the game, catches a couple, and he's like, he's the best fucking receiver of all time.
Yeah.
Fucking criminal tweet. Fucking Twitter should have suspended him.
Twitter should have suspended him. You did get suspended.
I got suspended for saying the SEC officiating crew should be lined up in a firing squad. I don't see how that was too dramatic.
Shit.
I've watched worse shit on Twitter than me tweeting jokingly about an SEC officiating. Back in like 2013, you watch people die on Twitter.
Absolutely.
Sure did.
Like, you just watch people get shot in the head. Like, every now and then I come across it now. I saw one on TikTok. This guy, he was beating in, I guess they were cutting it into a pipe. A big, like, it was like, it looked like a big city. It was a huge pipe. They'd cut it, but he was trying to knock the patch loose with a hammer. And he hit it a couple times, and you could tell he was starting to hit it harder. And he finally put one big swing into it, and when he did, that plate fell through, and you could tell there's nothing but just water just going like 90 miles an hour, and he got sucked right in that bitch.
Oh my god.
Apparently he died, but
I mean,
Apparently.
yeah. That was wild.
that is crazy.
That was wild. I saw that at 7 a.m. this morning when I laid down to get to sleep.
Was that the last game?
Yeah, Pitt Wake Forest was the last game.
Roll down, baby.
Keith Olbermann.
When when the pass interference call didn't get called, Tristan was like, "What the fuck?" I said, "Oh, my 5-star didn't get a call."
7 business days, big dog.
Oh, I mentioned to him. I said we were just talking about before the game. They showed the flyover, and I said, "Yeah, the Georgia Auburn game when they came from Fort Rucker." And Tristan goes, "Aren't you fucking cool?" I said, "Oh, excuse me. Do they have a respiratory therapist out there doing a fucking breathing treatment on the 50? I didn't goddamn think so." Every time Auburn did something and stopped him, Dakota would turn around and
Bro,
look at
he goes, the first time he goes, like he lost it.
How do you feel about Shivers going into the transfer portal?
It's tough, man.
I hate to see it go.
It's tough. I mean, I don't blame him.
I feel like he's been there for like 8 years.
The depth at running back is getting really
I mean,
deep.
you got Tank and then
Javorius Hunter.
yeah, he's fucking good.
There's a couple guys that they're looking at probably going to sign that are
You think
supposed to
Bo
be pretty
Nix
good.
stays?
I don't know. It's you may look at a completely different Auburn team come next year. I mean,
Could.
you don't know. I don't
Let's
know.
hope so.
I don't know.
Tank will be a junior next year, right?
Yeah, he was a sophomore this past year, but I
We're
think
gonna see Will Anderson again next year.
you can have Tank for 5. I think you can have Tank for 5 years because of the year.
Yeah,
that
the
nobody
COVID
else-
year is a free year basically.
Yeah.
So.
It's gonna be interesting to see.
I don't think he will stay that long.
I don't
because-
know. He'll probably leave after his junior year. He's played
gone.
well. He's played well enough the past couple of years. Mike Bobo fired,
Gone.
which was kind of odd to me because him and Derek Mason did about the same job. Like both did okay, The defense was already really good when Derek Mason got there.
Can we
Bill O'Brien
give
to get
a
the
round
fuck.
of applause to Pete Golden?
Yeah,
Played-
yeah.
called a
Defense
hell of a
played their
game.
nutsack off.
He-
But,
that
Bill O'Brien
defense-
needs to get the fuck
Hey,
out of Alabama.
Pete Golden stopped a second string quarterback with a broken ankle. I'm kidding.
Held him 10 points all game. That's the best damn defense I've seen all year. Seems like. Shit.
Alabama's playing right at the right time, and let me tell you something. Not offensively, but the defense has progressively.
That
got
was
better.
a pretty solid.
Let me tell you
defense.
something.
So I'ma
it was
say-
scary about Clemson the year that they went in and beat the motherfuck out of Alabama in the championship. They played just like Alabama has all year long.
Yep.
Sure.
And then
I literally said
they
that shit
dropped
today.
their nutsack in the playoffs
the-
and just pecker slapped the fuck out of
Just
everybody.
fucking wiener slapped
They
Oklahoma.
almost lost to Syracuse. They almost lost to fucking North Carolina. They almost lost to Illinois or whoever the fuck they play. They almost lost to everybody all year. They're playing like shit, and then they just dropped
Lights
their nutsack.
out.
And I'm not saying that it's a storybook written thing,
But
that
it could
everything
happen.
happens the same way. Every
Sometimes scheme just lines up just
Yeah.
like you need it to. You
Because
might,
that Alabama defense
just
that
like a few
was
years ago when we needed people to
disgusting.
lose, people lost.
yeah.
Yep.
Alabama always gets people to lose when they need people to lose. It's so goddamn
When you got enough
frustrating.
money, you got to do what you got to do. Tide.
Something happened. Nick Saban was like arguing with the ref, and they hadn't decided whether they're going to call the penalty or not. I said, "Oh, he's telling him I sent the wire transfer, it just hadn't went through yet. God damn it!"
Just get up with Emmanuel at the game, tell him to jump on the pod.
I bet if I see
Um,
him,
Anyway,
probably
so,
too busy slamming on people's fucking heads. You see the shit that he was doing against GW Long? Oh my god,
I've seen a couple of clips, but
yamming that hoe,
I did see that.
yamming it
He'll be at the game.
so
sure.
He's
That-
been to every game this year.
that kind of.
every home game.
I mean, I would take as much advantage of it as possible.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Spotify Wrapped.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm gonna have to sit this segment out.
Christian doesn't like quality products, so
No.
he doesn't have a Spotify Wrap.
I have Apple Music.
Let me see. I turned mine down. I'm trying to see where the first stat is. Okay. What was your most played song? Your one song on repeat?
Baby Blue by Action Bronson.
Have you got to it yet?
Give me a second. Is it on the third one?
Yeah, you can click it, Randall.
I know, I'm looking. I can't remember.
One more.
It was a Go Wetzel song.
Yeah, this is it.
I think it was Happier Alone.
Yeah. So that showed up a lot on my
How
thing.
many
It was
times did
like,
you play it?
I mean, I wasn't my top played.
How many times did you play your top one?
I was only like 30.
Mine was 51.
Mine was Traveling Man by Zach Bryan. Played it 30 times, apparently.
Yeah, I think I played Baby Blue 31 times.
Let's see if that wasn't the only song in your rotation.
That wasn't the only song in your rotation.
Okay.
Well, at the very end, it'll show your top 5 that you played
Well,
the
yeah.
most. Yeah.
My top 5, Traveling Man, obviously, is number 1. Invincible by Pop Smoke was number 2.
Okay.
Birmingham by Zach Bryan. Heading South by Zach Bryan. Flying or Crying by Zach Bryan.
Mine's kind of similar with like, hey, it's all the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He released a fucking fire-ass album, and I just listened to it for like 3 months.
I get that.
So, mine was all Co-Wetzel. Once again.
Stay on the roll.
Happier Alone featuring Co-Wetzel, Austin Meade Co-Wetzel. Number 2, Cold and Alone Co-Wetzel.
So actually, Austin Meade was your top artist, or top played song.
Top played song. But number 3 was Country and Western Co-Wetzel. Number 4 was Drug Problem Co-Wetzel. And number 5 was Drunk Driving
Mine,
Co-Wetzel.
well, did you go through your top 5 artists already?
Not yet.
Not
I'm
yet,
just kind of
okay.
clicking through it as
Got
we go.
you.
Oh.
My top 5 songs, number 1 was Baby Blue by Action Bronson. And then it's just The Weeknd and Action Bronson on the top 5. So the second one was The Morning by The Weeknd. For My Jeeps, Action Bronson, What You Need, and Wicked Games by The Weeknd.
I fucking like some Action Bronson, son.
I've only got 2 of his songs. I got 3 of The Weeknd's.
How many different genres did you listen to this year?
Oh, shit. Yeah, let me back
I
up.
said 75.
Last year, it was like I had a ton.
Yeah, last year yours was like double whatever we had.
I listened to 44 different genres.
Mainly because he just listened to Go Ahead all the time.
Which one was that on, the different genres?
It's on the 1, 2, 8th one.
8th one?
It's got like a pink screen.
I have a replay 2021 for Apple Music, but it doesn't tell me like who my top artist was. And
Yeah,
this
you
and
don't
that.
like quality products. We get that.
No.
Stop saying that. 116 different genres.
Damn.
How many different artists?
But I can tell you like
from-
3 artists off the rip. It was Morgan Wallen, Drake, and the Kid Leroy.
Let's see.
My top genres. You want to do that?
Yeah, I'm trying to get to it. No, I got.
It's on the next slide.
There was one podcast that lived in my head rent free.
Yeah, mine was
Joe Rogan.
Mine
Mine
was
was Joe Rogan.
Mine was the Third Ring podcast.
I listened to. Let me see.
No shit, it really was though.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I listened to 29 episodes for a total of 4,417 minutes.
Good lord.
Wait, let me go to that then, because mine was pretty nuts.
See, for most of the year, I used Apple Podcasts, and then I finally
yeah.
have to kind of switched over to Spotify.
I use Spotify for everything.
I listened to 1,405 different artists this year.
So
How
I
many?
listened to
1,405.
Jesus, I thought 744 was good.
I listened to 45 episodes for a total of 4,368 minutes. That's pretty close to yours.
Yeah,
That's Joe Rogan.
my man don't finish a single.
Okay,
fucking
so I
episode.
do have like I didn't listen to much Spotify this year, but it does show me like my top artist, obviously. And it was Kid Leroy, Juice WRLD, Drake, Morgan Wallen, and X. I didn't
Okay,
really
my top-
remember listening to him, but
My top artist.
in my top.
This is my top artist here. This is a bit of a
How many
mix.
artists did you listen to?
So 744.
Oh, mine was 545.
My top 5 artists. 1, Zach Bryan, obviously. 2 was Ko Wetzel. 3 was Drake, and I think it's because I listened to a lot of his older shit
got
on
Drake
my,
on
on my
mine, too.
Rocket League playlist. I listened to a lot of old Drake. 4 is Machine Gun Kelly.
Oh wow.
5 was Tyler Childers. That's a fucking group right there. Imagine if that was like a music festival. You had Zach
Be
Bryan,
busting it
Ko,
right.
Drake, Machine Gun Kelly, and fucking Tyler Childers.
That's that.
I was in the top 1% of the weekend again this year.
Yeah, I was top 1%
One was
of
Ko Wetzel.
Ko Wetzel. Last year I was top 0.1. This year I'm top.
I think I
1.
was in top 0.7 last year or something.
So my top 5 are Ko Wetzel, obviously.
I was in top 2% of Zach Bryan.
Number 2 is Post Malone. Number 3 is Swayco. Number 4 is Austin Mead. Because of one song. Number 5 is Eminem.
Oh wow.
What was your top genre?
Contemporary country.
Same.
Synth wave.
What the fuck is that?
Mine was sad rap.
Not necessarily.
That's what mine says.
Can't-
Sad rap.
Kent was over here
Sad-
listening to people hit
sad
the
rap.
fucking little door stoppers.
It's not like that.
So,
So my top 5 was The Weeknd, Gunship, Action Bronson, Drake, and Rob Zombie.
Nice.
What the fuck is wrong? Rob Zombie's just such a random one.
Yours was a really off the wall.
Oh, I know, but like they're all kind of like new artists still and all that, or popular artists. Just Rob Zombie's like an off the wall one. That's
They're not all new. They've been around for a long time.
How many minutes you got?
20,624.
27,359.
I was at 18,042.
So
I was down a little bit. I was way higher last year.
I think I was.
I saw somebody had like 57,000 minutes played. I was like,
That's when you leave the phone going while you go to
445
sleep.
over here, bro.
what is it?
445.
Nice.
Be a lot different.
Hey,
if it
Dustin
was
Herring
Apple
was on
Music.
my top 5 artists for like 2 years. He was like number 1 or number 2 for like 2 or
Yeah.
3 years.
Nuts.
Yeah.
Nutty.
So is our Spotify wrapped. Have you seen? Did you see Tiger at the range hitting golf balls again?
Yeah, I did.
Still has a better swing than mine and just broke both his legs, so that's cool. But he said he'll never be a full-time player again.
Yeah, I saw that. He says he's just going to pick and choose
Kinda
what he wants to play.
Yeah. Which
I mean, you don't need to.
that's what I would do.
Yeah, I mean, I just lived the dream.
Yeah, I've made my money.
He didn't need to play full time.
I don't need to go win the fucking McDonald's Classic.
Yeah, he said he's climbed the mountain, so he's just here to hang out.
Nobody's ever gonna pass him.
He's already solidified. He's like the
No,
MJ of
he's
golf. He's the go to golf.
As you said, the MJ. I thought you said the OJ.
He's arguably, if you take Tom Brady,
He might be
Michael
the greatest
Jordan,
athlete of all time.
and Tiger's accomplished more in his respective sport than any of them have.
The other combined.
Sure.
Yeah.
20 majors?
Now I get he has more opportunities. You don't play a Super Bowl 3 times a year, but still, I think he's accomplished more than.
He's won 5 Masters. That's nutty.
You think it's harder
Or
to
is
win?
it 6? 5. It's 5.
You think it's harder to win a major or a Super Bowl?
Major. It's all on you.
That's true.
It's all on you.
Sure.
You control every
I-
aspect of the game.
As a quarterback, Well, I guess because you can play like shit in your defense back you up.
Or you can hand the ball off to the running back.
Yeah. Do you think it's harder to win a championship? I guess it would be the same answer, even that NBA championship.
It's absolute golf. Golf's the hardest sport.
But well, the only reason I say NBA championship is because you don't play one game to go on.
True.
You play a series.
But you got 4 rounds.
Yeah, you can play like shit a couple of them, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, some of the greatest comebacks of all time. But Tiger was not going to win that Masters,
And
his
then
last
just
one,
went-
after the second round. He was not. I mean, he was close enough that it was like, day
he was
3
just
came
above.
around.
Yeah, he was just above the cut line.
He had to win. He had to play as good as he did the last day for him to win. And some people fucked up.
Yeah.
And he also crept in.
Yeah.
But, I mean, like, I watched Brooks Koepka hit 5 balls in the water, and I was like, Tiger's going to win.
Yeah.
I made my $100. What up? That was the craziest bet
Tristan thought
I've
he
ever
was
been a part
retired.
of.
Tristan thought he was
You
going
know,
to retire.
you know what's crazy? About after like all his interview and stuff, one of the reporters asked him, "It's like, was amputation, an option?" He was like, "Oh, absolutely, it was on the table." And I was
Yeah.
like, "Damn!" And then the reporter, being the human being that he is, respected him. He was like, he was going to say some more. He's like, sorry, I can't. He was like, I
Yeah.
can't. He couldn't handle that. Like his answer was like,
Yeah.
I almost amputated my fucking legs.
It's amazing.
It's
Tiger was
fucking
as good as he is off the tee box.
He
He's not
looks
very good at
fucking
driving.
jacked. Did y'all
What?
notice that?
I said he's not.
He
did,
looked
he did.
fucking
He
jacked.
did look jacked.
I said it's amazing he's as good as he is off the tee box because he can't drive worth the fuck.
Jeez.
Shit. He's got
Um,
golf clubs flying at him. Fucking.
That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. I mean, I
Can't
don't,
have no reaction. He goes, yeah, it's pretty funny.
I don't want to laugh about it.
It's funny because he's okay.
Yeah.
It
yeah.
wouldn't be funny if he wasn't okay. But it couldn't do any. That couldn't have helped his back any. He's already had back problems and knee problems, and then you got like that on top of it. Feel good story to kind of close it out. Did you see? It was like a middle school basketball team.
Yep.
Went to start a group message with all their teammates, and they sent a text, and it went to and one of the people that replied was like, "Do you mean to put me in this message?" And they were like, "Yeah." And he was like, "He says Sean Murphy-Bunting. He's a cornerback for the Tampa Bay Bucks." And so they all hopped on a group FaceTime, and they were passing the phone around to like
That's cool.
Leonard Fournette, Gronk.
That's cool.
And then Brady was the last one to get it.
Tom
He's like-
Brady joined in the call as
and,
well.
And he said, "Sup, fellas?" No, 'cause Leonard Fournette handed him the phone.
Oh, okay.
Leonard Fournette said, "Here,
I
talk
thought
to
it
my."
was like a separate. I thought, okay.
Leonard Fournette walked up and said, "Hey, talk to my boy." And Tom got it and was like, "Oh, sup, fellas?" So he didn't know.
That's cool.
Yeah, Leonard Fournette made it sound like it was like somebody he knew, but they'd all been passing the phone around and stuff like that around the locker room. Just so happened he was in the locker room when they added him to the group message. This all transpired,
Yeah.
or else they might have never.
The greatest fuck up of all time.
It was one digit off,
Yep.
and they had to. The thing is, they could send that text, at 10 o'clock at night, but they'd all been at home and they'd probably been dismissed. But he was sitting in the locker room with some free time. That was
Question.
and Richard Sherman got on that call too.
Question. Does the guy block the number, or can they call him or text him again? Can they ever text him again?
I think you don't block the number right away, but if it
they
gets
start annoying you.
I was about to say they start texting you every day.
yeah, if it get or because there's some middle school kids, they'll start sharing the number around school, and then that's when you just,
I'm sure they probably got off the fucking phone call and was like, "All right, boys, time to change the numbers."
probably honestly.
Do you think that the kids? I think they will, but do you think it's okay for them to ever try to text him again?
If it's like, "Oh, good luck on the game today," or
Yeah.
something like, or not like, if it's like, "Oh, can I get
In
a
5
jersey?"
years, we'll either we'll never hear anything else about it, or they'll transpire to some like great friendship and like
No,
do
they'll-
every
That would
game
be
or
cool.
something.
That
would be
team's
cool.
winning a state championship at some point, and they're gonna all show.
It'd be
up
cool,
again.
it'd be different if they were like, "Yeah, congrats on this win," or "Good luck on the Super Bowl," or something, something like that.
I feel like you got to fly those kids out to see you, right?
Absolutely,
Yeah,
they got to be at the next
Fly them
game.
out to a game, give them all jerseys, line them up in the
Absolutely,
stands.
I was thinking like that was one of my thoughts. Like I think you got to send it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You got to make the whole thing worth it. Like this happened just by
Chance.
Just
And they'll have
Crazy.
they got a memory they'll remember forever.
Oh yeah. Oh, that fucking. You dial one wrong number, and it's fucking the guy from Tampa Bay.
how many people went in their phone and just started dialing numbers and was like, Tom Brady?
Hey, just Tom Brady.
I've always thought about that. I was like, what if I just happen to dial the
I
right?
remember we used to sit at Tommy's house back in the day and go through the phone book and call people and ask them if they wanted to buy furniture. at 10 p.m. because who the fuck does that?
Zach used to prank call people, and he did his go-to line when he prank called somebody like Star 67 was if wanting to know if they wanted to buy alpacas. I don't know where he got it from.
That's the worst.
You ever just went in your phone and just type some fucking random ass numbers and call it?
I'm not a psychopath.
You?
Apparently,
Oh, yeah.
apparently Christian has.
Oh yeah. You just go in on your phone and you just put random fucking numbers
The
in.
person on the other side picks the phone. They just hear like breathing. Like,
Give me some numbers.
let's not.
Content. We just call it from the Third Room podcast.
Hey, let's do it. Do it.
Hey, go to
Call a number. I'll tell you some
pull up
numbers right now.
pull up the voicemail.
I've got them right here. I'm gonna pull it on the main screen.
Just dial a number and call it.
All right.
Let's just not do that right now.
You want to do that right
No,
now?
let's just do that.
Okay.
I think that one.
Just imagine
is
how
new.
bad it could go.
Yeah, this one's new.
Yeah.
Okay. So you want to play that one real quick?
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna get into the voicemail. I'm gonna go ahead and mute us.
What's up, fellas? It's Bloom. I've got a hot take for you. In my opinion, I don't know if you guys agree with this. I think Thanksgiving Eve is more fun than Christmas Eve, to tell you the truth. I mean, Thanksgiving Eve, you're back in your hometown, drinking with your buddies from like high school, college, whatever. I don't know. I just think it's like a more fun holiday. Especially, well, I guess for our age, but I think it's an elite holiday that's technically not really even a holiday, but it should be a holiday. Anyways, I'll hang up. Love to hear what you guys think. Love the pod.
I agree. I mean, Thanksgiving Eve is the most unspoken great day, and I've never like really been in
I've never had it off.
because I usually have to work or like that, but I'm all in on it.
I get what he's saying.
I agree with what he's
Like,
saying.
I wish I
yeah.
could experience it.
Yeah.
I never got to have that.
I mean, I stay in my hometown, so. I mean,
The next time I'm off during Thanksgiving Eve, like, because I used to have to work every other holiday, so like I would work it one year and be off the next. So the next time I'm off Thanksgiving Eve, we're throwing down. So
more, I'd have to be off too.
No, I like
Oh,
Christmas
yeah.
Eve better.
you do?
So, yeah, I'm a big Christmas Eve guy.
I think Thanksgiving's my favorite holiday.
There's Christmas parties people throw like on Christmas Eve and stuff like that. So
Our family always does our Christmas Eve stuff on
got-
Christmas Eve, but I got to work this year.
Yeah.
So.
Well, see, when
got-
I was younger, I loved Christmas Eve a lot because you just go to all your families. You go to grandparents' house.
just clean up.
You just fucking get all of these damn presents. And it was life.
Back in the
And
day.
then you wait on Santa.
Well, we always did Christmas on Christmas Eve, so I
There's
always
a,
did all my presents on Christmas.
there's a guy at work.
Because Santa's real. He just came to my house early.
There's a guy at work. He was talking about like growing up. He was like, we were fucking poor growing up. He said there was Christmases where I remember getting coloring books and maybe crayons to color it with if I was lucky. He said now my kids are getting fucking iPads.
What a story.
But yeah, I was like, that's actually kind of puts things in perspective a little bit. Like,
Yeah.
that's just, I cleaned up for Christmas. I mean, PSPs, Xbox
yeah.
360s. If it was new, I got
Yeah,
it.
if I asked for it, I got it.
Yeah.
So that's something I'll never take for granted.
Yeah.
I never have.
I never woke
I mean,
up.
like to myself, I haven't ever taken
Right.
it for
I,
granted.
woke- I remember when I woke up and got the PS3 for Christmas. I was like, holy shit! It was the greatest fucking day ever.
I remember Dad got us a PlayStation 2 for his house.
I got-
and NCAA 06.
I got PlayStation 3 and NCAA 09, and then went to my dad's house and got the Xbox 360 and
Holy
Modern
shit.
Warfare 2, and I was like, oh my.
Parents didn't communicate on that one, huh?
No. Hey, I loved it though. Shit.
That's
it was the
awesome.
Modern Warfare 2 edition. Xbox had a big ass pitch
Oh,
black.
that's awesome, dude.
It was like a matte black.
My,
What a
co-
Christmas.
my cousin
Dude,
used to
it
have
was
the
fucking
Halo
awesome.
3 Xbox 360.
That's
Oh, wow.
lit.
Damn.
I remember getting the see that brown case down there under the computer in the bottom. That was a Magic kit. I think I have Xbox games in that. I'll have to get it out.
Fucking
and look.
loser.
But it was a Magic set, bro, and it was badass. I mean, it came in that thing. Just
Was it a
imagine.
Chris Angel one?
No. This was before Chris Angel.
Had pentagrams and shit.
So it was I got that, and I
Ouija
thought
board.
that was like my big gift, And then I got the first Xbox, and then I was
Look.
like, geeked up.
So I know you're stoked about your Magic gift. No, I'm not gonna say anything bad about it. But I just don't know if I'm gonna get it because I know your parents had to be annoyed as fuck. You'd be like, "Watch me do a Magic. I just want to drink beer and watch the goddamn game. Go the fuck to your room. Leave me leave me the
Shut
fuck alone.
the fuck up. It's too early.
I've been watching you do Magic for 2 fucking weeks. You still goddamn suck. Leave
I
me
couldn't
alone."
learn how to do any of it, so I never tried.
But you didn't have your parents like, "Here, watch me do this." You didn't do that with them.
Yeah, because I mean, it came with this big ass thing that you said.
So you had to set up the whole scene.
And then you got them to help you set it up and shit too. Yeah. And yeah, see.
It came with
That's actually hilarious.
my mom actually got this cape thing. It had
Did you have a top
embroidered
hat?
on it. Yeah.
Fuck
And it
yeah.
had this little thing you could put bunnies in.
What was embroidered on it?
That was my name. Yeah.
Is there pictures of this?
No. I don't think so. I hope not.
I gotta
From
find it.
Santa.
No, it's like it had like I can't remember what it said. I think it said like some like dumbass magic name. I can't remember what it was.
Just in the
Oh,
great.
I remember that when I told you my mom had got me the PS2 for Christmas, and she had set it up perfectly. Like, she had started the game.
Yeah, you told me about
the
that.
ATV off over here, and then the name on the rider was Santa Claus, or Claus.
That's all.
I was like, damn, and the number was 20. It was great.
He's been out here playing.
My mom knew how to set up for Christmas. And I fucking
yeah,
applaud
that's
her.
legit.
My parents were always good. My parents fucked up 2 years back to back. 1 year they got us
shit.
No. Like, it was good for us. Like, it was great. They got us bicycles, but they like when we got them open presents, we were like, okay. And then my dad was like, go check out the back porch, right? And we ran out there. They had the little plastic license plates on both of them with both of our names. We're like, fucking sick. The next year, they got us a trampoline. I mean, I guess they set it up in the middle of the night out in the yard.
Yeah, they did.
And
Been there.
so we ran. They were like, check out the backyard. And we ran there. I was like, sweet. The next year, we got done opening presents. Your boy goes, well, let's go see what's in the backyard. And they were like, fuck, there's nothing back there.
Nice.
See, my dad was like,
Ungrateful little bastard.
one big. It was like one big gift. Actually, well, sometimes like 1 year it was a PSP and like these fucking massive remote control cars. But the one I will never forget is when he fucking came out on a 4-wheeler, just fucking wheeling it out, and I was like, oh fuck yes. Dude, I was like, I got a 4-wheeler. Yes.
This is mine, son. Shut the fuck up.
No, it was like, dude, it was literally this fucking tall.
He still rides the same one now.
No, fuck you. Jordan has been on my ass about my height for fucking 2 weeks now.
Ass.
I hope
He
you
was talking
fucking.
shit. He was talking shit.
I hope
He was
you
talking
choke
shit.
on a fucking ice cube.
He was talking shit.
If you just hold your breath, it'll go down.
We got another voicemail
You
here.
know what? Better yet, hope you choke on a cock, a fat one.
Okay.
That one won't dissolve. Damn it.
You bite it hard enough. All right, so we're gonna go to the next voicemail here.
Yo, what's up? It's Daddy, a.k.a. P Daddy, a.k.a. Skylar. Look, dude, I want you guys to know something, and I want the world to know something, that Lincoln Riley and Brian Kelly are both bitches, and they should never be able to coach college football again. The way that they did their players, their assistant coaches, the school, they're cowards. Brian Kelly could have won a national championship at Notre Dame. Was it possible? Probably not, but still. And Lincoln Riley, in general, is just a fuck. That's all. Goodbye.
First of all, that doesn't even sound like Skylar.
It sounded like Skylar to me.
So I don't like how Lincoln Riley really did it, but if somebody offered me that much money, I'd go on tomorrow. With Brian Kelly, you got to look at it from his point of view. If I'm not mistaken, Notre Dame, you got to make like a 23 or 24 in your ACT to get in.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, they're not as hardcore as like BYU, like they want you to be Mormon to even go to the school.
Yeah.
But you
Don't know anything about that.
you're not in a conference. Someone's gonna pay you a hell of a lot more money. You can get kids with 17s and 18s now on their ACT. And all you got to look for is athletes. You don't have to look for student athletes anymore. LSU obviously doesn't give a fuck. Like, they steal money from children's hospitals, so like LSU, you can do whatever you want there. And I think Brian Kelly's honestly a good enough coach. He can make some noise. He can make a lot of noise It's very much possible.
I hate him so. And I hate LSU, so it fits.
I don't like Jimbo because we played it in the national championship, so I kind of see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Fuck Jimbo. Fisher. I hate him in general. I don't give a fuck if he beats
Son
us
of
or
a
not.
bitch.
I don't necessarily hate Chip Kelly though. I think it's because he got one because Auburn won, and two because he got out of the college shortly after that. I mean he's back in now, but
Where's he at? UCLA, right?
But number two, yeah, like I said, for the money, you gotta go. You gotta
Absolutely.
go.
I mean,
Brian Kelly still. We talked about it earlier. Grade A asshole.
yeah.
Did you see where they posted what he said on Instagram? And like Lincoln Riley, he said this is gonna be the mecca of college
Yeah,
football.
somebody said
and then
that.
one of the players was like, "Yeah, he told us that last night."
2
Yeah.
weeks ago.
Yeah, that's fucked.
You love to see it.
It's fucked.
Now,
Imagine Oklahoma USC bowl game.
Brian Kelly. I mean, if you win ball games, I mean, you gotta be an asshole. I don't think Nick Saban's on the same level of being an asshole. I think Saban can be an asshole to get his point across. I don't think he's an asshole.
Yeah. Did you see that thing I said today? With him talking about how do you pray?
I guess I ain't seen it yet. What did you
Just
see
a great message.
on the great message?
Yeah. It's pretty good. He said you can hate Nick Saban, but you can't hate the king. It's good.
Oh, was it that one?
Yeah, probably.
I was probably asleep or something.
Yeah, you probably were.
Yeah. Sometimes it's 50-50 shot when I go back and look at things after I wake up. But, yeah, I mean, I don't blame either one of them, but we pretend like. Okay, so one, I don't like coaches leaving like this. Like Brian Kelly has had problems with bitching about the transfer portal. Talking about how kids should be dedicated, knowing good and well you're not, if you get a better offer, you're not going to be there. But, kids can now go in the transfer portal and go where they want, follow who they want.
Yeah.
I don't see an issue with coaches leaving like this anymore. Man, you got me fucked up thinking I'm going to be at a 7 a.m. team meeting for you to tell me I'm out of this bitch.
Yeah, that's a bitch.
Now, I'll wait for the next motherfucker to show up, bro. I am not getting out of bed at 7 a.m. to meet your ass. And you know the meeting went from 7 to 7:02?
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
Like Lincoln Riley or
No, Ron Kelly. He called a team meeting at 7 a.m. He sent us a big long text, which I could have told you in person, which I get like the text part. Like, he probably had to be in Baton Rouge to sign some stuff. You know, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard to be in both places at the same time. But they call a 7 a.m. team meeting, bro, you just might as well say, see you, boys. You might as well just send that shit. Because, I'm not waking up at 7 a.m. telling me you're out.
So when he walks out, what you think the vibe is? What the fuck?
stupid fat fuck.
Apparently, players didn't leave till 10 minutes after the meeting was over, so they probably sat down and talked about it.
Fuck that guy.
Now the legal question is
Notre Dame gonna hire? Wait, didn't they hire somebody already?
did they?
Yeah, I think they did.
But can they maintain what he was doing?
How about Bob Stoops gonna be over at Oklahoma for their bowl
Dude.
games? The former head
Wow.
coach of Oklahoma.
Well, Google's off. Because it says Brian Kelly's the head coach of Notre Dame still.
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame.
Um,
All right, stocks.
real quick, like I said, Auburn fired Mike Bobo. I don't think Dan Malone would go to Auburn, but I wouldn't mind getting Justin Fuente out of Virginia Tech. So,
I think
who would you replace
Bill O'Brien.
Bill O'Brien with? Dan Malone's not going there.
No, I don't fucking want them.
So call
His wife come there suck the cock.
Call,
I don't know.
Call Sarkeesian. He needs some help.
I would love Sarkisian.
I would love Sark back, but
He said it's not working out in Texas. I don't think it's gonna work out.
it's 1 year.
I know, but just like
You got to give a
And guess
coach
who
3
the
years
first?
before you start
Guess who
doing
the
that.
first
I
game of the
agree.
year is next year?
hey, I
Alabama.
don't know.
I think you
I
got to give a
agree.
coach 3 years before you start doing that to him.
I 100% agree.
Right.
It's just you watch
It's
Texas.
it's a fucking build.
Oh, I agree 100%, and I'm normally the one that advocates for waiting on coaches. It's just the team doesn't even want to play.
Yeah,
They have no motivation,
and that's fine. When he gets his players in there,
maybe
it's
it
gonna be
changes.
different.
Yeah,
Right.
I think you give him that on that 3rd year. If you don't see improvement, we'll see you back at Alabama, baby. Which is fine with me because he's a tremendous
some
coordinator.
guys are coordinators, some guys are head
Yeah,
coaches.
yeah. You see that with Gus Malzahn.
Yeah.
He's just continuing to live the false hope that he's the head coach.
You know why Gus Malzahn was a great coordinator? Because he'll call some wild shit, and the coach will be like, fuck that. No. It's 13-13. We're not running another bubble screen.
Yeah.
That's why he was a good OC. He could just he just made suggestions. I'm fairly certain. Now
Yeah.
I don't know how him and Gene Chiswick worked the fuck out. Neither one of them are very good. Well, Gus Malzahn's not. You could go do a lot worse as a head coach than getting Gus Malzahn.
Absolutely. He's just not elite.
Yeah, he is middle of the road.
Yeah.
He'll win some games he's not supposed to. He'll lose some games he's not supposed to. Don't really expect a whole lot out of him. He had a couple really good years. I mean, if Kerryon Johnson doesn't get hurt, that year could go a little differently, like not getting at least blown out by Georgia in the SEC championship. But the Nick Marshall thing worked out because nobody'd seen anything like that yet. I mean, other than like Mike Vick, nobody'd seen anybody that fast.
Yeah.
But I still don't think that offensive line was elite. I think we had a couple of good offensive linemen, but the speed between Trey Mason and Nick Marshall made it where that line looked a lot better than it was. Anyway. Stocks.
I'm up 5. Just the thought of going to the championship this weekend. It's something I ain't never done, so it's gonna be lit.
Send it.
And I've had a pretty solid week, so
Good. It's better than you being seasonally depressed.
yep, it's okay.
I'm up 3. Bama 1. My butthole's tight. I run a 5 to 7 business days 40-yard dash. I had a good week. Just chilling, man. Ready for the game Saturday.
I'm like it's not like Iron Bowl, but I probably like -1. I don't feel like doing a fuck thing.
No,
Being
I
the weather's
agree.
changed.
I'm all the way, all the time like that.
Being
Oh, and the Green Bay Packers beat the dog shit out of the LA Rams.
Next week we will make our decision.
Well, we will show. We made our decision. We'll
Yeah.
show our decision. But yeah, it's just weather change is getting cold. I just don't feel like doing shit right now.
Mm-hmm.
So probably -1.
I'm up 3.
Shit.
Yeah.
You gotta watch out.
Yup.
Well,
Can I be like, I just won water. I'm up like 3.
Alabama won. Yeah, it was a good Iron Bowl. Enjoyed that. Got a new phone this week, thank God, because my last one was just about to shit the bed. And I was luckily home when the FedEx guy showed up because he pulled out the wrong package and tossed it up there. And I said, "Hey, brother, wait." And I called him and I was like, "This from Home Depot to whoever this guy is, and this wrong address ain't here." So,
Kayla's been having a package supposed to be getting dropped off for like the last 3 weeks.
yeah, well, they
Keep running up the door, boom, 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 and then like take it home.
I wish they'd run up my door and do that. They dropped some out there in the road by my mailbox. Came home at 6 o'clock one day. I said,
Nice.
glad nobody stole that.
Damn.
So,
We got a FedEx package coming. Our hats are at FedEx, so that should be interesting.
yeah. So, FedEx bottom tier garbage delivery system.
This is UPS that's fucking me up.
Oh shit! UPS usually.
UPS don't fuck up. So you got to they need to fire the person that's running that.
Wait, what did he say?
What did he say?
Well, I didn't even say anything.
What was so funny?
I just heard.
No, UPS has fucked me up twice. One when Kayla ordered a desk and a chair.
What did he say?
One time Kayla ordered a desk and a chair, and he dead sprinted up our stairs of the apartment, knocked on the door, dead sprinted and left. We had to call. I'm pretty sure he filled out the little "we missed you" note before he ever
Yeah,
walked
probably.
up there, and tried to call him. Had to meet him back, and we beat him back to the depot.
All right, you got to. I got to know what it is.
We'll wait. Go ahead.
We're gonna have to wait till it's over.
Oh, okay. You think he said UPS fucked him? Is that
going.
okay?
I'll explain. It's fine.
That's basically it for me. I got to run back-to-back operation days, which is going to suck ass, but we're about to be done with that. So,
Praise God.
yeah.
But yeah, go check out our sponsor at SouthernCreekClothing.com. Use code 3RD for 20% off your order. Make sure to like, subscribe.
Follow.
I'm trying to do the
What
thing.
is it? What is it?
It's like and subscribe.
subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Comment.
Hit that notification
Hit the
button.
notifications. And check
Yeah.
us out on Instagram at _the_third_, and on Twitter at 3rdpod. Thanks for listening.
That's fair enough.